On lap one saying we got to work on it, you're a little worried, but Christian Eckes likes what he had.
Yeah, I'm going to put that back on his crew chief, Charles the Knight. You know, Charles has had some good run here in the past, one with Grant Enfinger. And so obviously they came here with a good, fast truck. Christian, I don't think he's one of those drivers, you put him in something good, he's going to figure out how to make it fast, right? He hasn't had the best runs at Martinsville. So tonight, if he can take that truck, do what he can do with it, I think they'll be just fine.
We'll have to keep an eye on Christian, see if he can't get back-to-back short track wins out there tonight at Martinsville Speedway, where business is picking up for the teams because we are getting closer and closer to racing. A little over 14 minutes to the command at the Virginia short track. You see all the trucks out there gridded. The families are hanging out. Everybody's getting ready. There's Matt Crafton's wife. We will be right back with our picks and more after this.
There's nothing better than the Subway Series footlong, except when you add an all-new footlong sidekick, like the Philly with a new $2 footlong churro.
Sometimes the sidekick is the main event.
You would say that. Every epic footlong.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? Chester, what are you doing? How is everybody doing tonight? I hope you guys are having a great fucking night.
Otherwise, the flakes will come back.
He's right.
We have the
ingredients in Head & Shoulders keep the microbes that cause
we have the trucks
Microbes, really?
at Martinsville. 200 laps. Very, very short race. That's only 100 miles. I think a little more actually, but
Tiny Troy and his tiny gorgeous hair.
maybe a little less.
Little help, please.
Choice Hotels
Isn't Martinsville?
The hotel for
Martinsville
you want to be. Like
just
#1
over a
chef
mile,
cooking up
or just
free
over a
hot
half
breakfast for
mile?
the entire family at a comfort hotel.
Mom made this.
I added the garnish. Stay twice and get a free night when you book direct.
At Dots, an ordinary pretzel just isn't enough. So they add savory seasoning and tempting buttery flavor.
5.26 or it's 0.526 miles.
Order a
Yeah.
special delivery.
That seems
So.
like a lot.
They're really good.
Dots,
0.526
seasoned pretzels.
times 200 is 105 miles. 105.2 miles.
Except for popcorn.
So we have this race tonight. The green flag is 7:41, and I'm pretty sure I should be able to stream the Suns. I'm pretty confident
So go ahead.
because the Suns started at 10.
The one and only, so take two.
This race starts at 7:41 is the scheduled green flag time.
It's like the feeling of finding you're so ready for your close-up.
And the average, like, I've been checking the last, like, few years, the races at Martinsville for the trucks that are 200 laps, and they're all under 2 hours. Like, I think there was one that was exactly 2 hours, but, like, I think last year's was rain shortened. The year before was, like, an hour and a half, or, no, an hour 45, sorry. So, if this race, if we can get this ended by 9:50 here, 9:55 maybe, then we'll do that. Then we'll do the Suns. If not, then I might still do it anyway. But
ever wonder
I don't
what
know.
the Experian app can do? The benefits are all around you. See your FICO score for free. Raise it instantly before your next big purchase. Find a new credit card that matches your lifestyle. Download the Experian app and try it for free.
There's nothing better than the Subway
for my win pick tonight,
except when you add on an all-new
I'm gonna go.
sidekick.
I'm time.
We're talking a $2
I'm time.
footlong churro, $3
I'm time,
footlong
baby.
pretzel, and a $5 footlong cookie. Every epic footlong deserves a perfect sidekick. Order one with your favorite Subway Series sub today.
Did you see that? Hear that? Feel that? Is this how you prove you earn the crown? How you shut up the haters? And the heat? Is this a shooting star? Rock star? Superstar? Okay. Let's all take a deep breath. Because once we peel out, there's no looking back. You ready?
With all this excitement, I feel so cool. I can do anything I want to.
Ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're green at Martinsville.
Hanging on that door is gonna be crazy.
brings the heat. It may be a short track, but it's a big on delivering. What about Matt Crafton? What do you think of his chances there, Tom?
Matt has 40 races at this racetrack. That's over 8,700 laps.
Wow.
He's been around here a little bit.
A lot of experience. He is starting 24th, deeper in the field for tonight. Tanner Gray, a little closer to the front, starting 19th.
He is, and he would love to be up there battling Taylor Gray, Corey Heim, his teammates at Tricon Garage for those top 5. But he did get his first top 10 last week at COTA, and sits 10th in the points right now, so moving in the right direction.
Yeah, it could be one to keep an eye on, certainly. And we know this guy, Corey Heim, Mr. High Time, starting fourth. He will.
There was a snow game in Pittsburgh today. Oh my God, Chester, you scared the living fuck out of me.
Defending winner of this race. He's going to be tough to beat.
Hello,
Yes,
sir.
he always is. And so, too, Holden Polstetter has a lot of short track experience. Don't count out Ty Majeski.
You cannot count Ty Majeski. Honestly, had the best car in practice by far. He's going to be really good here tonight. Short track racer. Ty Majeski wants that grandfather clock badge in the election.
Okay, we've been talking about all these drivers. Time now to make our race picks so we believe can get it done at the Virginia short track. And Todd, you get to go first this week. What do you say to that?
If you're giving me the first pick, I'm going to take that low-hanging fruit every time.
Boy.
Corey Heim is on a roll.
Dang.
There you go.
How can you bet against him? You can't.
I'm also going for the low-hanging fruit. I'm going for Bolster. Ty Majeski. I think he can get another short track win.
What's left for me, guys?
I don't know, man. Pick somebody.
I don't understand why in like shows where they do race win picks, they always have to make a different pick. They always have to pick someone different. I think that's stupid. Pick who you actually think is gonna win. You know? All right, here we go. Pre-race ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as you are able and remove your hats. Veterans render a hand salute as the George Washington High School Junior ROTC Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer tonight's invocation, please welcome Motor Racing Outreach Chaplain, Nick Terry.
Let's pray. You've been so good to us in so many ways. So we pause to honor you and to thank you, God, for the blessings in our lives. To honor your name and, Lord, to ask your blessing on tonight's event. God, we ask you to be with each driver, their teams, protect them, keep them safe and out of harm's way. And Lord, we thank you so much for it.
Thank you, Daniel.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome from Virginia Tech, Naturally Sharp.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red black, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of love reigns.
America. It's America, Chester. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did not notice that I had
That's going to make those restarts even more
that I had
intense. You wanna
fucked
be
up.
glued to the bottom. But man, I saw Jeff Gordon.
I have changed the stream information, and I appreciate you giving me that heads up.
They always do. Okay, so for Tom, Trevor.
See, you're looking out for me. You're looking out for me, and I appreciate that. Because I ain't looking out for myself.
Out at Martinsville Speedway, we join the voices in the booth and say hello to Jamie Little.
Hello, Caitlin Vinci. We welcome you to Martinsville Speedway, the shortest and oldest racetrack in NASCAR. This is the Craftsman Truck Series Under the Lights.
Martinsville Speedway. Back to the grassroots of NASCAR. 5 races into the season. 5 different.
There was an earthquake today in Syracuse. I didn't feel it.
The infamous
I didn't feel shit.
Tests the driver's
But
patience,
it happened.
to their limits.
I wasn't in Syracuse, actually in New Jersey, but you could feel it here in Syracuse, but I couldn't. I was in the shower when it happened, and then apparently there was an aftershock, and I had like just gotten out of work, or I was actually still in the building at work when that happened, but I didn't feel that either. So did that count as 2 earthquakes in one day, or is that just 1 earthquake and then aftershocks happen? I don't know. But I've been alive for 3 earthquakes, 4 if you count, I guess, the aftershock, and I've never felt any of them. There was one time where I could visually see it because there was like a pool. We had like a pool outside my house back in Vermont, and you could like see the water like shaking, but I couldn't actually feel it.
There it is. It's an oblong oval. And I guarantee you're going to see a lot of action tonight. I'm Jamie Little. He's Phil Parsons. That's Michael Waltrip. And Michael, when I think of short track racing, I think of full contact and a lot of emotion.
You know, and I think of close racing. I love the racing we're going to see on this short track. It's Friday night NASCAR. How cool is that? Look back to our last short track race at Bristol, Tennessee, and the action that we saw there. Watch this move Kyle Busch makes. He makes an abrupt left, 3 wide off turn 4 to get those positions. And Christian Eckes said, that looked pretty cool, Kyle. Can I try it? And he did just the same thing. Look at this, threads the needle off turn 4 and grabs the spots there as he's racing Kyle Busch late in that race for the victory. Christian Eckes held on to get that big win, but Friday night short track racing, I can't think of anything any better than that, Phil.
Yeah, and I tell you that we have a hugely competitive field, but a couple drivers I want to keep my eye on. One of those is Corey Heim. This guy has been so hot. Look at his number. I'm a number guy. Look at his numbers. 21 races. Top 10 in 20 of those, his last 21. You see the most points scored by 182. And he only started 21 of the 22 races. The regular season champion last year. 6th or better in his last 6 short tracks. And oh, by the way, his worst finish this year is...
Yeah, it's just a 200-lap race tonight, so it's a pretty short fucking race. Stages are 50 laps for the first stage, 50 laps for the second stage, so that ends at halfway, lap 100. And the final stage is the final half of the race, the final 100 laps. So, pretty simple rundown for tonight.
His last 3 starts is second. He's led the most laps.
The Long John Silver's 200 from Martinsville Speedway in Ridgeway, Virginia.
To go back that way, he's already got a win this year.
And he's starting on the front row. It's going to be fun to watch those two for sure tonight. But we want to check in for the first time and say hello to our pit reporters, Josh Sims and Jamie Howe. Hello, Jamie.
Hello. Yes, you know, Taylor Gray is on a run right now that has this 19-year-old with 4 finishes inside of the top 7. Now, that includes a second-place finish in the last truck race back at Austin. But you also have to add in that just last week, he was able to make his Xfinity Series debut and drive all the way up to a 3rd-place finish. Now, unfortunately, today, though, practice and qualifying, they presented their own challenges. And Taylor says he is disappointed with his 12th-place starting position. But what he does know is that here at Martinsville, he's been able to finish inside of the top 10 twice, and that came from further back on the grid. So he knows that with the right teamwork, the right strategy calls, and focus, he's going to be able to move forward tonight. Josh?
Well, Jamie, when it comes to short track racing, Ty Majeski is always on the list of favorites. He's got 2 short track wins, but looking for his first here at Martinsville. And when I caught up with Ty earlier today, he told me we're putting a lot of stock in this race here tonight because we come back here for the playoffs later on this year. So they tried some different things when it comes to setup with a lot of input from Majeski himself. It's paid off already. He won the pole. Now let's see what he can do with it out here on the track tonight, Jamie.
How talented is Ty Majeski? Not many drivers out there can say they actually had a hand in this setup tonight. And by the way, he captures the pole. So the 98 certainly one to watch tonight. Can he get it done? What a season it's been so far, guys. 5 races in the books, 5 different winners, but 4 of those are Truck Series regulars. That means they've already punched their ticket to the playoffs.
Yeah, without a doubt. But Michael, we talk about there's at least 15 other drivers that I can think of that could add their name to that list tonight.
Yeah, including Ty Majeski, our pole sitter. So I wouldn't be surprised to see 6 for 6, Jamie.
Well, there's 34 truckers. They are ready to go. It's chilly outside. Let's warm things up. Let's go trackside to fire those engines.
Martinsville Speedway, this is the moment we have all been waiting for. Let's get the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Long John Silver's 200 started. Here to give the command is Long John Silver's president, Nate Fowler. Take it away, Nate.
Drivers, start your engines!
Engines are fired. Let's do this thing.
The second short track race of the season is upon us. 200 laps coming your way from Martinsville live.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some Rinvoq patients felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days. Some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. And many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections and blood clots, some fatal.
Yeah, so last year's race was rain shortened. I won't even use that. 2022 was an hour 47 minutes. 2021 was overtime, and that was less than 2 hours. 2020 was exactly 2 hours. 2019 was overtime and 150.
Learn how
And then, yeah, 29. Oh, there was 2 races in 2019. There was a 250 in 2019, and that was less than 2 hours. So yeah, I think we'll definitely be able to stream the Suns tonight.
And every spring, we gather round and celebrate. Iron, sharpening iron. But in order to take it all home, you need nerves of steel. The big one is back. Get your tickets now at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com.
Prepare to be amazed.
We royalty.
I'm the king of Atlantis.
High five.
Now it's on.
Add Max today with Verizon Fios. HBO channels and on-demand are included with Max.
It's time to see the world. I bless you all. Always.
Not a subscriber? Add Max today.
When weight kept them down, science helped them soar.
Chester?
When morning kisses turned sour, science made them sweet. When helped them rest easy. When the world gave them setbacks, science
What do you think of that,
gave them
Chester?
bounce backs. And
You
when
like that?
Vet delivered life-altering news, science delivered life-changing nutrition. Hill's prescription diet. Science did that.
Welcome back to Martinsville for the Craftsman Truck Series race.
Hi, buddy.
Matt Crafton is a guy we've talked about throughout the season, and what a night it is. 550th career start, all consecutive for the 3-time champion. Here he is, two-time winner at Martinsville.
Yeah, only one of 3 former winners here in the field. You see Corey Heim, who won this race last year.
A little bit of a bump.
You never look straight at me.
Captain Step this year too has a lot of speed and really having a fun time. It's cool to see the old man mix it up with the kids.
His 41st career start at Martinsville. I'd say
I love you,
he has
dude.
some experience on his side, no doubt. We'll see how he does starting back in 24. Mikey, how about the track description for tonight?
I just love Martinsville Speedway. You see just over a half-mile in length. The turns are supposedly banked 12 degrees.
It's a flat 12. It's a flat 12.
Phil and I have a hard time believing that's actually accurate. But numbers just can't describe this place. So tough, so tight, and such action we're going to see from our track description.
Yeah, let's take a look at our race analysis to see 200 laps, a little bit over 100 miles. Our stages are 50, 50, and then 100. You see the pit window, 140 to 150 laps. That doesn't count caution laps, so there's a lot of talk in the garage that they're going to make this.
So Corey Heim won this race last year. I think he's going back to back.
it's so critical to have good track position here, so it's going to be fun to watch.
And it's a lot of talk down in the garage area about when the caution flies, who will take advantage of coming to pit road and foregoing stage points. There's going to be a lot of things go on there.
You're doing that weird thing during the Martinsville pace laps where they stop on the backstretch and wait for all the other cars.
Let's check out our Craftsman starting lineup.
So it's such a short track that they have to do that.
And qualifying set a new track record. Christian F is starting on the front row with him.
I got my eyes on Lane Riggs. I think it's going to be a big night for that kid. You see there, Nick Sanchez in row 3.
Ben Rhodes got his first top 10 of the year last year. He's on a bit of a roll. He should be good here as well. 4 top 10s in a row coming into this race at Martinsville.
Hey, let's see if we can get a word with Grant.
I love that rainbow car.
20th position. Hey, Grant, it's Michael Waltrip in the Fox team. Do you copy?
I got you, Mikey.
That's a good-looking number 9 truck you got there. You've got it done here before. Tell me your mentality starting back in that 20th position. It's going to be a lot of pushing and shoving tonight.
Yeah, it's cool that the Grand County Mulch guys allowed us to do this Bobby Joe throwback. A very short track legend, somebody I have a lot of respect for, and somebody's really close to a few of the guys there at the CR7 shop. So hopefully we can make you proud. Got practice and qualifying was definitely not how myself and Jeff Sinkwitz threw it up. I don't think there's anything wrong with the truck. I just think we were way on the tight side. So Jeff made a big point to free it up. And yeah, we're gonna have to push a little bit. Hopefully we can do it respectfully in the beginning, and we'll give it everything we got to get towards the front.
Okay, buddy, have a good one. I know you already made Bobby proud. That's a beautiful truck. Have a good night.
Thanks, bud.
All right, let's get a couple of quick reports. Here's Josh.
Let's get an update on the one of William Sawash, the 17-year-old who made his debut here at Martinsville a year ago. Came home with a top 10 finish, so because of that, they came here with a similar setup. Well, in practice, they're towards the bottom in speed. They qualified 21st, so they have their work cut out for him. But Sawash said, this is a track I'm comfortable with. I'm comfortable with short track racing, and if he can make his way through the field, they have a shot at another top 10, Jamie.
Well, if you follow Australian supercars, Josh, you'll certainly know the name Cam Waters. He has nearly 250 supercar races under his belt, but tonight he makes his Truck Series debut. Now, he certainly did turn heads in practice. He had consistent speed, but he did have to settle on a 22nd place starting position. I talked to the team just before this race started, and they said, you know, he came into the shop, he asked all of the right questions. He's ready for this night ahead in that number 66 ThorSport Ford. It's his first day on the
Hi,
job.
Sam. What's up, bro? How you doing? What's up, Isaiah? How you doing tonight? How's your day, Sam? What have you been up to? I have been working today. I got out of work at 6. There was an earthquake today in Syracuse. Well, it wasn't in Syracuse. It was in New Jersey, but you could feel it in Syracuse. But I couldn't because I've never felt an earthquake in my life. I've been alive for 3 earthquakes, and I guess 4 if you count the aftershock that happened today. And I never felt any of them. So, yeah.
We're also going to hop on board with Taylor Gray. Taylor's going to roll from the 12th position.
And it was like a pretty big earthquake. It was like 5. I think it was 4.8. Yeah.
I think is just on the verge of going to victory lane. Beautiful JBL Toyota Tundra. See what Taylor's got for him tonight. Look how beautiful that looks. The nice setting, the windshield's all clean. It won't work that way long.
There's going to be a lot more right in front of his windshield here in just a couple minutes.
Coming down pit road now. Check the pit road speed. This is a complicated pit road to get your speed right. I talked to a couple of crew chiefs. They have 3 different speeds when they're trying to optimize pit road. When you're turning around the corner,
you just got off work as well?
You can bump it up a little bit there. When you're going straight, you got to bring it down. So there's a lot going on inside of that truck. And if you're asking at home, why don't they just run the right speed? Well, you got to get every inch you can get. Track position is everything. So they try to maximize, and maximize means running different speeds on pit road.
It's a lot easier to pass somebody on pit road than it is on this racetrack.
We'll be watching pit stops all night long, making sure those drivers hit their marks. We talked about Taylor Gray. I mean, in the emotion of short track racing, he's already fired up. He just wasn't happy with what they had in practice and qualifying. So knowing that, he's going to put the gas down, and I expect that 17 truck to move to the front. Let's listen to Corey Himes' radio.
Pace yourself. Scott's leave the door open, take it. I appreciate you guys. We got a pretty good piece today. Hopefully this race goes a lot smoother than the last one. Appreciate all your hard work and good after it.
Nice nice pep talk. This team has so much respect for this driver and vice versa.
I think the last race for them went pretty well, didn't it?
I think it did. I think he was the only truck that ended up perfect without a scratch on it at Circuit of the Americas.
And
wow,
a year ago, what a night it was. We put the wet weather tires on these trucks, and he battled it out head-to-head versus Kyle.
Are you streaming the Suns game tonight? Most likely. Because I'm thinking this race will be over by 10. So this is a very, very short race. It's a half-mile track, about less than 20-second laps. It's only 200 laps. So
Early, Jamie. It certainly was early in the morning when we got done, but what a great race it was, and that's what you get here at Martinsville.
A lot of confidence for that driver right there, knowing he could get it done. And they actually, his crew chief told me they took some things from what they learned in that race. Even though
getting the
we didn't have a
one
whole
to
lot of
green.
dry, he said we did pick up on a couple things that we applied to the setup here.
One to go. How cool is that?
Racing under the lights. And look at this beautiful sunset, a lot of clouds. We don't want any more clouds than that, but it sure is beautiful right now.
Tradie on the side of that 66 truck from Waters. Says Australian clothing company that he brought over to America. Beautiful truck.
Let's listen to our pole sitters radio.
All right, guys, good truck. Let's execute, no mistakes. Let's feel good across the clock. Thank you guys for everything.
They are adding a lap here, so
Okay.
1.5 laps to go till we drop the green flag. He wants that grandfather clock. He's a short track racer. Ty Majeski wants to get it done tonight.
And the hottest sky, fast, man. That 19 truck of Christian Atkins, he's just been getting it done everywhere we go.
A lot of the drivers and the teams were surprised that the racetrack took as much rubber as it did during the day, but there's a lot of, unknowing about tonight. They said, well, it's going to be colder. Will we just pick up the rubber that's down already, or will we add some more rubber to it?
Here there may be some fluid coming from the 20.
It looks like a little bit of fluid right there.
Blake Lothey into the 20.
Ran here last year at Martinsville.
are you excited for the NFL draft? Yeah, I mean, I'm just excited to get to see who the Patriots get.
There's definitely some fluid coming out of that truck. Blake wasn't able to practice. I think he had radio issues prior to practice. Wasn't able to practice. Did make a lap in qualifying.
Yeah, they had to swap out his helmet, try to get that good communication. Problems continuing for the 20.
With 15 minutes of practice, you can't swap a whole lot of anything very quickly and get back out.
All right, now we're getting one to go.
Though, breaking the track record that was held by Joey Logano back in 2015, and they just shattered it. Ty Majeski, Christian Eckes, that was incredible.
I think we had, 3 drivers break the track record?
I think Lane Riggs did as well.
This is
Maybe not.
extra time to get ready for racing. A little bit nerve-wracking though if you're a driver.
Absolutely, we are so ready, but we will drop the green flag after this. Stay with us.
All right, so they're having to dry off that part of the track where they dropped some fluid. It is annoying.
The front door handle,
It's always something.
also known as the seriously wrong handle, or the whoa whoa handle, and even the no me gusta handle. Standard on the all-new Toyota Tacoma.
After Advil,
Let's dive in.
What about your back?
It's fine.
before Advil. Advil dual action fights pain 2 ways. Advil targets
love
pain at the
Chester.
source. Acetaminophen blocks pain signals. Advil dual action.
At Dots, an ordinary pretzel just isn't enough.
Chester, come
So they
here.
add savory seasoning and tempting buttery flavor into every
Ah.
delicious twist. Now that's enough to make you build an all-pretzel pantry. With a biometric security system. Dots, sensationally seasoned pretzels.
Everything in moderation. Except for popcorn. Popcorn doesn't count. Skinny Pop. Enjoy endlessly.
The Bush Guy.
you
Cold
growling?
and smooth survival skills. Hello? Should you become stranded,
Chester's
you're
my
ready
baby.
to signal
Yeah,
rescuers.
he is. He's a good boy.
How long have I been? 12 minutes. Head for the mountains.
Demanding job keep you on your feet? Get the most cushioning you need with new Skechers Max Cushioning. Durable, slip-resistant traction helps keep you steady and secure. Skechers' exclusive air-cooled memory foam provides all-day comfort. Get Max Comfort with Max Cushioning
Chester's
at
amazing.
Skechers.com.
We believe in the 2-minute drill, goal line stands, toe taps, strip sacks. We believe in beer snakes, and Gideon, and whatever this guy's doing. We believe in speed and power, hustle and grit, and that nothing is more dangerous than a man with a dream. We believe in football, United Football League, Houston, D.C., on Fox.
Obviously, the goal when you're on the racetrack, we've been in a good position to win a championship the last couple years. Hasn't panned out. You do a better job at executing at the right times and finding victory lane and hopefully hoisting the championship at the end of the year.
Get that win would be goal number 1. Could happen here tonight. He's had a couple of top 5 finishes already this season, coming off a 3rd place finish at
So many pace laps, dude.
This
I mean, I get it
is
because
all
they have to
about
clean
short
up.
track
They have
racing.
cleanup
He's
to
been
do,
smiling
but
all day long in his
it's
interviews.
annoying.
Yeah, Phil's giving one to go here.
All right, now we're getting the one to go.
I love it. Watch these drivers fight.
You think Suns are beating Timberwolves tonight?
Run on the outside for
I don't know. I think it is going to be a tough game.
But after that, you better be trying to find your way towards
We'll have
the
to see.
curb.
Yeah, there's a snow game in Pittsburgh today. Gotta love that. I love snow games.
Taylor Gray out on that outside. Jack Wood just had him. Great qualifying effort for Jack. That says it all right there. That one word just makes me happy on a Friday night. We're going to see a lot of action.
Nice crisp night from Martinsville. Everybody watching with their blankets and jackets.
Nobody's mad yet.
Nobody's mad
Alrighty.
yet. Oh, you just wait, Michael.
Coming green.
Pace truck is off. Ty Majeski
And
will lead him as he approaches the restart zone.
the green flag is in the air. We are racing from Martinsville.
We are racing at Martinsville.
Eckes is hanging in. Look at Eckes hard down in the corner. And a good angle getting in the corner.
And it's a good angle exiting, too. And he's going to clear the 98 of Majeski. Or is he?
What a start.
Yes, he does.
Christian Eckes takes control of the lead here. Ty Majeski back in a second. Corey Heim back there in 3rd.
Nice job by Eckes to grab that lead.
Look at them all fighting for that bottom as they get to one. Dean Thompson stuck up on the outside. Like you said, Phil, you get stuck up there for a while, you're going to lose a lot of ground. You just try to get there to the bottom as quick as you can.
Yeah, that's Ankrum. He does not want to let him in. He wants to use him and abuse him and keep him there on the outside.
Chester.
Talked a lot about that 18 Tyler Ankrum this year. Having one of his best seasons, if not the best season of his career. 3 top 10 finishes out of 5 races.
There's that 18.
Marlins are the only undefeated team left.
And it makes it, the outside guy can make it difficult. You can see he's taking his angle away. He's not letting Ankrum get that nose out.
You mean Marlins are the only defeated team left?
That's how you keep your ground. Look at that.
They have not won.
Squeezing ahead of him, but they made contact.
I think Ankrum bounced off the curb, maybe into the 5 of Thompson.
Chase Purdy looking on, trying to see what's going to develop in front of them. Side by side, they're losing ground. Dean is going to be able to get out in front of Ankrum.
It's for the 8th spot. Was there a little contact here?
Oh, boom, off the curb. You called it, Phil. That curb is so difficult. You want to be right next to it, but if you clip it, it's going to bounce you up the hill.
Stuart Friesen back there in that beautiful multicolored truck.
Name Autism on his truck. It is so beautiful. Little Parker running around the garage area today. So wonderful to see that family here enjoying short track racing. Stuart's a short track racer. Heard him talking earlier. He doesn't like this place very well, though. One night can fix all that.
Saw Jack Wood in the 91 on the outside right there trying to find a hole, and he's not getting it. Taylor Gray holding him down. There's Raja Caruth in the 71. How cool for Raja Caruth. We're going to talk about Hendrick Motorsports and celebrate their 40th anniversary all weekend long. But Jeff Gordon was on the grid standing next to Raja. How cool would that be?
Raja has been a great story this season with all he's accomplished and just his attitude, his passion for this game, and the job that he's doing behind the wheel. See that brake heat already, Phil? That could become a factor if that gets out of control.
Yeah, on to lap 8, so after 7 laps, we're already seeing the rotors glow.
Battle for 5th right here. Nick Sanchez going to the inside of Ben Rhodes, trying to take that position.
Bronny James declared for the NBA draft. That's awesome.
Finished 11th last year. Said I went to work on my.
I don't know if he will get drafted.
Driver than I was, and this place is circled. He gets that spot.
You saw that gap in front of this battle right here. That's why
he was out for a while.
Sense of urgency to get on by Ben Rhodes.
You can see right behind him, Jay Garcia. Nice run early for that truck. He's fast too. Rhodes is off to a bit of a slow start this season. Talked to him earlier, and he's like, "We got to get going. Tonight could be the night." But right now, it looks like the 13 is better than the 99.
Stopped the bleeding a little bit in our last race at Coda with a top 10 finish.
You see that blue truck coming into this picture there? That's Dean Thompson. He got around the 18 of Akram and is driven away.
People are already saying it's going to be the Lakers. I think LeBron said he just wants to go wherever Bronny goes.
Jamie, I think you begin to feel the truck transition. The tires are getting heated, the pressures are going up, the brakes are hot.
Final few years.
Now we're starting to feel like what we're going to have in a longer run.
Nice battle here, Daniel Dye.
On the inside of Sawalich.
They started together and they're racing together still.
Love it. Daniel Dye's got that bumper cam.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get drafted. I'm really not confident about that.
Nice run off two there.
Battle for 22nd right there. That's the great thing about short track racing. There is battles going on.
To me, it kind of feels like a NASCAR situation where, you know, like the amazing driver's son just gets a ride because he's the son of the amazing driver.
Right now, Sawalich in that one is struggling, though, as you see. Matt Mills to the bottom.
Matt had a fast truck in practice. He was 7th fastest in practice. Didn't get the qualifying effort that they hoped for, but it looks like he's moving forward.
And Waters trying to figure this out. Comes to the back bumper of the one.
Cam Waters, only Truck Series race planned for him right now. He wants to do more.
I mean,
made the trip over here from Australia.
If his name was fucking Bronny Carlson or whatever, nobody would care.
He's called Marcus Ambrose, got some advice. Of course, SVG's given him some advice. Jamie, it's been a fun story to follow.
Yes, and some breaking news down here. I actually talked to the team just before this race started, and they said that he is actually going to race at Kansas as well. So
Chester, can you stop?
For the long run, and he really wants to learn all of the different tracks that the NASCAR Truck Series offers, and
Chester,
to get some more experience.
I demand you be quiet.
There you have it. Thanks, Jamie. He'll be back at Kansas. But what a place for you to get your first NASCAR experience right here in Martinsville.
Silence!
Tight-knit, close racing.
Silence!
All night long.
Silence! Hey!
Schneck is already into traffic. Working laps 17 of 50 in this stage number 1. Stay with us. We're racing at Martinsville.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back. Now with Sky
Woof,
Rizzy,
woof.
I'm all in with clear skin.
Things are getting clearer. I feel free to bear my skin, yeah, that's on me. Nothing is everything.
You think LeBron might leave the Lakers in the offseason? I just think LeBron... So part of me, it's because it's tough, because I think Bronny... I mean, I think it's pretty clear he probably shouldn't get drafted. I don't know if he will. I genuinely don't know if he will. Like I said, if his name was like Bronny Carlson or fucking just something not related to LeBron James, you know, would he be getting drafted? Probably not. But he is LeBron's son. Do I think he should get drafted? No. Do I think he will? I'm not sure. If he does, I think LeBron leaves the Lakers and goes wherever Bronny goes. Or if Bronny joins the Lakers, then I think LeBron just stays there for either one or two more. I think LeBron's going to play 2 more years. But
that goes on lightning fast, wet or dry. For game-changing, super hydrophobic, ultra-durable protection. Coating and caring for your vehicle has never been easier or more affordable. Mother's CMX Ceramic Spray Coating. Give it that mother's love.
At Dots, an ordinary pretzel just isn't enough, so they add savory seasoning and tempting buttery flavor into every delicious twist. Now that's enough to make you order a special delivery.
That seems like a lot.
They're really good. Dots, sensationally seasoned pretzels.
Everything in moderation. Except for Pop.
Yep, we got the Sacramento A's next year. Now, they're not going to be called the Sacramento A's. They're just going to be called the A's or the Athletics.
Pan pizza is Domino's.
And they're only going to be that way for 3 seasons, and then they're going to go to Vegas, supposedly. I have a feeling that might not happen.
Well, consider the secret out. Order your favorite pan pizza or try it today for the first time at Domino's.
If Bronny gets drafted to the Lakers, do they keep...
for faster, stronger, and longer-lasting relief than Tylenol.
Yeah, how do they... yeah, I mean, they got a lot of fucking big contracts.
At the source of inflammation. So for faster...
Who would they get rid of? Probably not Reeves or AD.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. We're live in Martinsville. Things have remained the same up front. Now, Craftsman is offering race fans different deals throughout the season. Look out for the Craftsman QR code that's coming up later in the race to take advantage of tonight's Martinsville.
So we are already halfway through the first stage.
This will be fun, so stay tuned. We're going to have that QR code that you'll have to scan on your phone.
Do you think Majeski will pass Christian Eckes by the time we show that QR code?
I don't know. It's been all Christian Eckes. He's now led in every race this season, and he's approaching 200 laps led so far.
Nice. Jack Wood just got around the 71 there of Raja. And then behind him, there's Caden Honeycutt.
I love seeing them brake rotors all light up.
Looks like he's slipping, Jamie.
Yes, and just listening in on the radio, Raja was saying that he needs more drive, and his spotter, Joe Campbell, was telling him, just work on opening up your entry a little bit. That's going to help yourself out a little bit before we can make it to pit lane and make some changes.
Definitely a struggle right now. Loose, it looks like. You see him sliding up the hill. That's going to open the door.
The other thing about Bronny is that he has heart issues. Yeah, that's... Well, I don't think that should be, you know... Well, it's weird, because it's like... You know, if he can ball, he can ball. Regardless of if you have heart issues, if you can ball, you can ball. But... It's also like, does he become a liability for a team? Like, even if he could ball like his dad, like, if he has heart issues, is it worth it?
Got a couple of top 5 finishes. We're looking for
Like, because he is a liability at that point.
Over there, Brackley War Racing.
Caution.
Oh, got a truck around.
That's the 46 car.
That's Thad Moffitt. Caution is out now for the first time this evening.
So we got 21 laps to go on the stage. Caution is out.
That had some issues in practice earlier. Had that brake rotor catch on fire. Didn't get a chance to qualify.
After almost 10 minutes of racing.
No, like the spotter said.
He was already 1 lap down, but I think that may save him from being 2. But this is a little bit early. I heard some of the crew chiefs tell me that anytime after 40, they were going to come. It might be
what is your opinion about Bronny as a player?
I think so, too.
Have you watched any of his? No, I really haven't. I mean, I go based off of everything I've heard.
Grip for these trucks. Brett Holmes is going to get that free pass back onto the lead lap. See if he can.
But like, honestly, from a team's perspective, so let's assume that Bronny James will be just like his dad. He will be just as amazing as his dad. I don't think that's going to happen, but for the sake of this argument, let's assume that he is going to be everything his dad is, if not more. Is it worth it to get him? Because with his heart issues, that is a liability. That is like from a business perspective, that is a liability. But at the same time, how many of these heart issues is it going to have? Maybe none. Maybe a shit ton. You never know. Is it worth it? Like, do you? I personally think it would be worth it.
I think it's funny you said that because I heard other people say we're going to run to the end of that second stage and then stop and then do the second half like that. We're going to see definitely differing strategies here to try to figure out how to get that track position when it matters. There's
Joe
Brain
Shear
Trust.
Jr., yeah, he's got to be happy with their performance so far today.
Saw Christian Eckes grab that lead on the initial start from the outside.
I think Christian goes right to the bottom, though.
I do too.
We got one taker.
Dean Thompson decided to come. Maybe listen, Michael.
Yeah, somebody's picking up what we were putting down.
Yeah, he's in the top 10, so he has a good truck. I think it's a great move. You know, stop now. That gives you an option of maybe trying to stretch it, maybe try to save some fuel. We know we're going to get a bunch of caution laps at the end of the first stage as well as the end of the second stage. So that might be enough caution laps with a couple more. You see Bailey Curry, the 41, with the same strategy. And again, you can still come in later if you want to. You can change the plan.
And you saw Swalich struggling early. And so
I didn't even know you had a younger son.
The tires. And then
I mean, I knew he had multiple kids.
This thing becomes a caution fest. These guys might have enough gas to get all the way there.
Cam Waters in the 66, the Australian driver we were talking about, in for his first pit stop in NASCAR.
And these teams had 3 sets of tires in the pits, so everyone said they had plenty of tires. They didn't think they would use all the tires.
So 17 laps to go, and stage number 1 will step aside. Stay with us.
So are we gonna have like 14 laps to the end of the first stage?
Where you should feel free.
I know.
Was talking about the dogs. They didn't run that fast. And you, with Scott's turf builder and rapid grass, it's a revolutionary mix of seed and fertilizer that grows grass 2 times faster than just seed alone, giving you a stronger lawn. Release the hounds. Smell that freedom, eh?
I smell it.
I'm still talking to the dogs.
Get Scott's turf builder rapid grass today. It's guaranteed.
Feed it, lawn. Feed it.
Feed it.
This making you uncomfortable? Good. When you've got type 2 diabetes like me, you have up to 4 times greater risk of stroke, heart attack, or worse, death. Even when meeting your A1C goal. Discomfort can help you act. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm empowering you to get real with your healthcare provider. Talk to them about lowering your risk of stroke, heart attack, or death.
Sunday, the NASCAR Cup Series is on FS1 as the circuit is here in Martinsville for some door-to-door action at the Paperclip. Pre-race begins at 2 p.m. Eastern with the green flag flying at 3. That's all on FS1 and Fox Sports app. All right, they're about to choose, boys.
Choose them up. Unlike you, Michael, I think Christian definitely takes the inside.
You can control it from down there better. Slide up a little bit high. Nobody's really gonna.
Oh, they're demolishing the Tropicana building in Vegas so they can build a new athletic stadium. That's cool.
I do like Majeski going to the outside of the front row, give himself a chance to make a restart, possibly like we saw at the beginning of the race that Eckes got.
Let's get an
Yeah, he has. D-Book's been reminding me of April. D-Book is reminding me of January D-Book, and January D-Book was insane.
He's been good at this track, and Rich Lewis just said we should be good enough to win. Well, they started 6, haven't made up much.
After tonight, though, I'm only going to have one more regular season stream this season, and that's going to be next Wednesday.
I'm losing it all when it comes to the center. So
most likely.
They'll help him out with that.
Thanks, Josh. Being told that Dean Thompson, equipment over the wall too soon.
Yeah, tough rake. He's one of the trucks that came down pit road.
Alrighty, going back green.
First truck that came down.
Who's better, Tatum or D-Book? I
don't
know.
Relative to the other
About
trucks,
equal, I think.
But unfortunately, he's got to go to the back.
Yeah, he pitted from the 8th position. So Christian Eckes.
Alrighty, back green.
Will lead him here. Ty Majeski on the inside and stacks him up in the outside just a little bit. You see Corey Heim got in the back of the 98.
Yeah, second start in a row that the 98 was a little
Oh, someone's off.
Wood off the track on the
Keep
inside.
going, keep going. There you go. They'll stay green.
Keeps her rolling. You can see Lane Riggs at that 38 trying to get that second position away.
Look at this battle for second. Lane Riggs, more comfortable here in the short tracks. Was so happy to be here today in that 38 truck.
And you can hang there for a couple laps on the outside. Good exit for.
Hello, Mr. Chester.
He's going to be able to drive down in front of the 38. He is. He's clear.
That 98 is strong. He's able to do things. Once the tires got warmed up after a lap or two, he's just really rolling right now.
Still a good run early for the 38 of Lane Riggs.
Corey Heim right behind the 38 of Lane Riggs. Nick Sanchez rounds out the top 5.
Ben Rhodes right there on Sanchez's bumper. Like you said, looking for that win. This team's champions. This is champions that
Is KD a free agent after this season? I don't even know.
Season straightened out this year.
Apparently.
Bottom of your screen, the red and white truck. It's got the 9 got him, but it looked like maybe the 88 of Matt Crafton might have bumped into the 9 of Brandon Finger.
They were all checking up, and that's just one of the Martinsville deals, as they say.
Yeah, no malicious intent there whatsoever.
Love that bumper cam.
Yeah, he's under contract until the 2025 to 2026 season, so.
It's a 56 of Timmy Hill, the 41 of Bailey Curry. Both of those trucks came down pit road.
Timmy's got some speed. Telling Bailey, you better hurry up. I'm here.
Timmy told you earlier that they felt like they had a potential top 10 truck, right?
Yeah, there's Timmy Hill.
Right now.
Battling for that
Yeah, signed my vape one time.
New tires.
Good pace.
Trying to make hay.
Differing strategies.
Biggest movers since the restart. Waters in the 66 up 2 spots. Floyd Mills.
There hasn't been a lot of movement, has there?
Not a lot.
Sundren losing the first round. You can see him winning out.
First through fourth. That's where they started the race.
Do I think KD will retire as a Phoenix Sun? I don't know. I don't think so.
Waters jumps to the inside of the 33 truck. That's Lawless Allen.
He's got Brett Holmes on the inside of him, and you can see right there, big dive to the bottom by Cam. Gets to the inside of Mason Massey.
A little bit of damage to the front of that truck of Lawless Allen.
Talked about Lawless Allen earlier in the show in practice and qualifying. Mike Skinner is his driving coach. A good run.
Man, this stage is almost over, guys.
That 5 of Dean Thompson had that penalty for that pit stop. Back there trying to fight his way back. He's in 27th as we run.
Taylor Gray right now holds down the 15th position. We're right along with this Toyota. It's Ty Dillon, the 25, right in front of him. Good side-by-side battle here.
Jake Garcia.
Battle for 8th, and it's heated up. Garcia's got a fast truck, Bill.
He does.
I've seen him make some great moves, and like you said a bit ago, not a lot of patience. Made a little bit of a bump, and now he's going to drive away from the 7 of Sammy Smith. Big gap ahead of Smith, as you talked about earlier, so that's why Garcia was real quick to give him the bumper and get around him.
Yeah, you got to know if there's a gap in front of you, that the potential for the bumper's there. Same situation for the 45 of Honeycutt.
Honeycutt said, excuse me, coming through. We're faster. Sammy Smith on the outside. He's just making 4 truck starts this year, so he's thinking big picture all about the win.
If Booker Durant leaves, are you still going to be a Suns fan? If KD leaves, then yeah. I mean, I've been a Suns fan since before KD was on the Suns, so yeah. D-Book leaves, I still would be, but it would be really hard. It would be really, really hard for me.
That'll put Chase up into a point-paying position if you can complete the pass on Sammy Smith.
Fastest truck last time.
It just, the world feels more right with D-Book on the Suns. I don't think D-Book's ever going to leave the Suns, though.
2 weeks ago, and he drove it to victory lane, hoping to do the same thing tonight. Christian Eckes works his way around.
Alrighty, so Christian Eckes is going to win stage 1.
2024. Ty Majeski behind him, Lane Riggs, Corey Heim, Nick Sanchez, Ben Rhodes, Tyler Ankrum, Jake Garcia, Caden Honeycutt, and Chase Purdy picks up the 10th spot. We'll take that, pick up those points. Little stage point that goes with you to the playoffs. Well done, Christian Eckes.
You know what's brilliant? Boring. Think about it. Boring is the unsung catalyst for bold.
What straps mold to a rocket and hurtles it into space? Boring does.
Great job, Astro persons. Over. Boring is the jumping off point for all the unboring things we do.
Boring makes vacations happen, early retirement's possible, and startups start up.
Because it's smart, dependable, and steady. All words you want from your bank. Taking chances is for skateboarding and gas station sushi, not banking. That's why PNC Bank strives to be boring with your money. A pragmatic, calculated kind of boring.
Moving to Boca?
Boring.
That was a dolphin, right?
It's simple, really. For nearly 160 years, PNC Bank has had one goal: to be brilliantly boring with your money, so you can be happily fulfilled with your life. Which is pretty unboring if you think about it.
Thank you, boring.
The future is here. We've been creating it for more than 100 years.
These NBA playoffs are going to be fun to watch. Yeah, they are.
To the broadest,
I'm
most
excited.
reliable network of sales and service dealers. Always moving forward. We lead, others follow.
Led by 3 MVPs. Oh my goodness! Otani, Betts, Freeman, and the Dodgers take on Bellinger and the Cubs. Saturday at 3:30 Eastern on FS1.
Monster Jam, as big as it gets.
Coming to JMA Wireless Dome April 6th. Brought to you by BKT Tires and Great Clips. You have to see it live, so lock in your seats today at monsterjam.com.
It may not sound like it, but this is actually progress at 225 miles per hour. Shell Renewable Race Fuel, reducing emissions by 60% in all NTT IndyCar Series races. We're moving forward with IndyCar.
Were you a fan of the Suns when they went to the NBA Finals against the Bucks? Yes, I was. And I was super confident after we went up 2-0.
Powering progress.
And I was talking all my shit. Well, I wasn't talking shit because I'm not one of those NBA fans who likes to talk shit. I mean, I wasn't talking shit against the Bucks because I like the Bucks and I think they're a good team. And I like Giannis, but I mean, I guess I wasn't talking my shit, but I was talking my shit in the sense of, like, I felt very confident.
Welcome back to Martinsville.
And then,
Stage number 1 is in the books. Christian Eckes picked up his second stage win of the season. How about Lane Riggs in third? That was his best ever stage finish. So great night. It started for that team.
Truck.
Yeah.
Remember, Michael talked at the start of practice that this is a big, big day for Lane Riggs.
Circuit of the Americas, he had never raced on a road course in anything in his whole career, so that was a big day.
It had speed there.
Look at the strategy. Eckes stays out, mixing it up. That's what we were after, right, guys?
Absolutely. I love that.
So you see Ty Majeski, the first to hit pit road. Josh.
Well, let's start with the 98 up. Ty Majeski. His biggest complaint, snug in the center. Needs some lateral grip when getting back to the throttle. Came in for 4 tires, fuel, and a track bar adjustment. For Ben Rhodes, he's been complaining about struggling in the center. That's where he needs the most help to get the truck where he needs it to be, Jamie.
Well, for the number 11 of Corey Heim, his crew chief Scott Zipadelli told him, just beware. This is going to be a long pit stop. They're going to make a couple of adjustments. One of the things Corey was struggling with was that he wasn't getting the turn that he felt like. He felt like they were just way too tight. Going to stickers, they know it's going to take some time to get him up to temperature. So he's going to have to deal with that under caution. Jamie?
Thanks, Jamie. A couple of wrenches for the 11. Some chassis adjustments there. Same for Ben Rhodes. We'll see if it'll help him out. Pit stops in the books. It's been all about Christian Eckes. He's led 54 laps tonight. Can he hang on for his second win of the season?
hello there, sir.
If you have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once daily pill.
When symptoms tried to take control, I got
Hello,
rapid
buddy.
relief and reduced fatigue with Rinvoq.
I love you.
When flares kept trying to slow
I love
me
you,
down,
buddy.
I got lasting
You're a good
steroid-free
boy.
remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when my doctor saw damage, Rinvoq helped visibly reduce
so
damage
stupid.
of the intestinal lining. Check.
For both UC and Crohn's, rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission.
And visibly reduced damage. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal. Cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occurred. People 50 and older with a heart
Katie
disease
was on the
risk factor
Suns team
have an
against the
increased
Bucks.
risk
I
of
say,
death.
yeah, yeah,
Serious
I think
allergic
so too.
reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
There's nothing better than a Subway Series footlong, except when you add an all-new footlong sidekick, like the All-American Club with a new footlong pretzel. They're the perfect team.
Are you and that sidekick having a moment?
Don't judge us.
Every epic footlong deserves a perfect sidekick.
We're Ram, and when trucks are what you do Truck Month better than anyone else. You do trucks that work harder and play harder. And you do trucks that win by breaking every rule of what a truck should be. So this Truck Month, what you should do is
Sad that 99-cent store is closing.
Trucks are what we do.
During Ram Truck Month,
I didn't
get
know
new
that.
rollback manufacturer's pricing with lower starting MSRPs plus 1,000 bonus cash.
Oh
on
my god, I
2024
should give
Ram
him a
heavy-duty
Suns
trucks.
jersey. I should get him a Suns jersey.
Allergies don't have to be scary. Spraying Flonase
That's to be adorable.
non-drowsy relief. Flonase, all good. Also, try our allergy headache and nighttime pills.
Right now, you can get any large pizza for just $12. Or create
change your own with any toppings, just $12. This deal won't last long, so order it any way you want now.
Tomorrow on FS1, witness one of the greatest lineups of all time. Powered by 3 former MVPs, Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman lead the Dodgers as they take on Cody Bellinger and the Cubs. It all begins tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern on FS1. Check that out in the afternoon. We'll have a little Xfinity Series action.
My Tigers are looking pretty good so far this year.
Your teams are having a good year. You're having a good year, Phil Parsons.
What about this problem?
We just talked about him having his best finish ever in a stage. Slow stop for Lane Riggs.
Yeah, the jack actually fell down. He had to take it back down, start over again.
Jackman looks like he could pick up the truck himself.
I think there was an issue with that jack, because those jacks really are one pump, and that gets that truck up off the ground. Didn't work that time.
That was about 3.5 pumps to get it where he needed it to be. So you see him back in the 24th spot.
I think
all right, getting ready to go back green here.
He stayed out, but then another 14 trucks after him stayed out as well. It's got him a big gap back to the fresh tires.
We're about half and half for green flag time to total race time.
Strategy.
The green flag is back in the air.
On the older tires, Nick Sanchez, stacks him up on the restart line, side by side. You see him ducking all around. Chase Purdy back there in the 77.
That was a nice dive bomb by Chase Purdy. He was able to catch Caden Honeycutt hanging on the outside. Sanchez gets over. Honeycutt's now stuck up top.
I'm not sure that Sanchez spun the tires or maybe had a little bit of help from Honeycutt, because right at the start-finish line, he...
Why don't you like Luka Doncic?
It was either spinning the tires or had some help doing it.
Raja trying to squeeze in a hole that didn't look like it was there.
I don't want to talk about it.
2 by 2 from about 10th place on back. As we see
I don't want to
Christian
talk
Eckes
about
continue
it.
his dominant performance. Look at this mess.
Matt Mills on the inside in the 42.
That name. That name. We don't say that name
All
here.
over this racetrack.
That's Raja, the 71 truck.
He's a fucking asshole, that's why. Always trolling D-Book. Like, you know, it'd be funny if D-Book did it to you, but you doing it to D-Book is not okay.
Look at this battle.
Oh, we talked about...
Good. Holmes says, hold on, wait a minute.
3 wide. We're going to sort it out. Holmes got the free pass, trying to make some ground.
There's Lane Riggs trying to battle back from that bad pit stop. Going to get boxed in behind Brett Holmes, it looks like.
He's always trying to start shit. Whenever the Mavs play the Suns, he's always trying to start shit.
22nd positions.
Bailey Curry is holding tight with the 71 of Ruth. Trying to
Oh, I definitely cannot deny that. There we go. Caution's out.
Tanner Gray around the 88 stopped on
I
the
definitely cannot
racetrack.
deny
He
that.
gets
That's
it
just
going.
objectively true.
And they all get going.
All your tires up.
Yep.
They're all up. Caution is out.
And I will even say that Luka is better than D-Book, because that is objectively true. You know? Can't deny his talent.
3 different strategies right now. Guys that pitted at the end of that stage, guys that haven't pitted at all, and some that stopped in the middle of that stage. We talked about how things would be different tonight, and we're seeing just that.
Let's see what happened with Tanner Gray here, back of your screen, the 15 right there.
So Matt Kraft, I don't know, looks like Matt's truck just went straight. Don't know if he hit the curb and it caused it to go straight, but he made contact with the 15 of Tanner Gray.
That was all back there battling for the 24th position.
Getting a report from the pits that Matt said something in his steering locked up, and it looked like that. He just went straight.
Yeah, I didn't think he hit the curb, but for whatever reason, his truck went straight, and that's where the contact came from.
Who's better, Luka or KD? Right now, probably Luka, but all time it's KD. Well, even right now, I mean, I don't know, because like KD is just having fucking fire year.
So some kind of issue.
Well, I'd say definitely right now it's Luka, but all time,
back of his mind.
like if they both retired right now,
To tell Tanner Spotter that, hey, that was on
it's
me.
probably going to be
Not
KD.
intentional at all. You see the damage to the right front of Matt's truck. It looks
I
like
mean, that's not
the
even just because of the more games played in his career. It's just simply
Well,
because
I think the nose is caved
he's played better.
bit, maybe, and maybe that's what we're seeing, Phil. Bent up there.
Yeah, maybe so, but man, that sure looks like an awful lot of camber. I know they run about 8 or 9 degrees of camber. Probably
If so if they both retire, like what's Luka at right now? Like so, if Luka retired today And then KD retired from his NBA debut to like whatever Luka's age is. I think KD would be better. I think that's a better comparison. That's a more fair comparison.
Doesn't matter where we race his grand end finger. He had a tire going down earlier, so he had pitted before.
Fuck Kyrie. I hate Kyrie so much.
I'm listening to team communication. It sounds like the number 19.
Kyrie, I hate more than any player of any sport. I'm not fucking kidding. I have hated Kyrie for years. He is such a bitch. I fucking hate him so much. Like, I have never hated an athlete as much as I hate Kyrie.
Like I said, 7 of our top 8 trucks have not been in the pit road, and looks like they're going to stay course with, and we'll see.
Yeah, we haven't got to the entrance to pit road yet.
I just think they're kind of casually staying out, out wide, not to show their hand, right?
I think for one of these trucks that hasn't pitted yet,
Kyrie thinks the earth is flat. Kyrie thinks a lot of things that aren't true.
They didn't think they could make it all that way.
Sanchez.
I think that's the case for Nick Sanchez. Here comes Raja as well.
Raja's second stop of the day.
Hello, Mr.
Raja
Chester.
obviously looking for a little improvement in that race truck. Seemed pretty good earlier today, but needs some adjustments. Jamie.
And Raja is going ahead to take this opportunity to stop and make a couple more adjustments. This is purely just to get more comfortable with that racetrack. He hasn't been there quite all day today, so they're going to go ahead and change those right side tires for Nick Sanchez.
We don't talk about Harden either. Yeah, I don't like James Harden. I don't care anymore. But like a few years ago, I hated James Harden.
Same as practice, so he's having the same issues that he had.
He's the dirtiest player in the NBA.
He's under caution for Nick Sanchez.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, a little while to get those back up.
Probably Draymond.
To a degree, Jamie.
And you see Mac
Draymond's just a fucking psycho. Draymond needs like serious, legitimate, actual mental help. I'm not even kidding. Like during the offseason, I don't know what he needs to go to. He needs to go to some program, some counseling. He needs help. Like, it's kind of not even like a joke for me because like I don't know. I'm actually like concerned about him. It's not even like other people just want to jump on the hate train, and like I don't like him really anymore, but like it's also just like I don't know. I want him to get help because he very clearly needs it.
Live unfiltered with the one and only Sotictu, a once daily pill for moderate.
Probably Pat Bev is. I also hate Pat Bev, but Draymond's definitely dirtier.
It's like the feeling of finding you're so ready for your close up, or finding you don't have to hide your skin. Just your background.
No, it really is sad. It's a fucked up situation.
Getting more people clearer skin than the leading pill.
It's just, yeah, it's fucked up. It's sad.
These reactions can occur. Sotictu can lower your ability to fight infections, including.
Because I always liked Draymond. I always did. I always liked Draymond until.
Certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection.
Even after a lot of his incidents, I've
had a vaccine or plan to. Sotictu is a TYK2
It's
inhibitor.
just sad.
TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known as Sotictu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. There's only one Sotictu, so ask for it by name. So clearly you. Sotictu.
Right now, you can get any large pizza for just $12 from Pizza Hut. Any pizza, any crust, $12. That means meat lovers, cream, or create your own with any toppings. Just
You're
$12.
an asshole. I send you outside
So order any way you
so you can pee outside. And then you pee in my room. It's a. I did not mean that, Chester. I love you. I love you, Chester. I love you. But you got to be better.
Yeah, I just hope it stays this way.
You got to be better.
Once word gets out about these places, they tend to.
Are you done?
And there it is.
Well, at least your vehicles are protected. Let's hit the road.
Hey, fam. I am just at this
Who's
beautiful
David
lake
Stern?
I just discovered, practicing gratitude, manifesting abundance.
How do you
Rob
make
Manfred is the
America's
worst.
#1 work brand for slip-resistant footwear even better? Add Podiatrist Certified Arch Support. Presenting Skechers Arch Fit. Slip-resistant footwear with Podiatrist
No, it really
Certified
is
Arch
sad
Support
because
for
he's
all
such
day
a great
comfort.
player
Try
and
Skechers
such a great
Arch Fit
talent,
with footwear
and I don't
available
think
for
he's a
men
bad
and
person.
New
I
KFC
don't.
saucy nuggets are dripping.
He's misguided, I guess.
Now that's finger licking good.
It's just unfortunate. I don't know.
$5.99.
There's really no other way to say it than it's fucking sad, and he needs some help.
The future is here. We've been creating it for more than 100 years. From the most advanced technology to the broadest, most reliable network of sales and service dealers, always moving forward. We lead, others follow.
Ready for restart.
Back green.
Number 2, Christian Eckes, Tyler Ankrum on the front row. Christian Eckes just nailing the initial start and both restarts so far tonight. Look at Chase Purdy up there in the 77, just behind Eckes.
Tyler Ankrum trying to grab that second spot away. Caden Honeycutt with a strong run in that 45.
Garcia right behind.
Impressive.
That 13, a good top 5 run so far for Jake Garcia.
Bailey Curry, William Sawalich. We didn't think he'd stay back there too long. They made some adjustments to that race truck. Up in the 7th spot now. 26 laps to go here in stage number 2.
Chase Purdy doing a nice job hanging in there on the outside. It's going to get harder. The more laps they run, the harder it will
Sam
be
built
to
like a
stay.
truck. Making fat jokes now, Jaden?
About how many truckers could potentially win. 3 wide for second.
Caution.
Wayne Riggs goes around. That brings out the caution for the 3rd time. Excuse me, for the 4th time tonight.
He was running 16th after the issues on pit road, so I looked up about where 16th was on the racetrack, and it was a mess, and it turned out to be a caution.
I think right now, if I'm Lane Riggs, I come to pit road, and then I'm done.
Done.
Today.
Lane's on the outside, Jack Wood down on the bottom. Did Jack slide up, or did a shove from the back? Sammy Smith, then did... You know, it's interesting. If you're Jack Wood, you say, I know I hit you, but somebody hit me.
Chester, can you not?
Please relay that to the
Draymond's got to get better at shooting threes. Draymond's got to get better at his mental health. That's his first concern at all. Basketball is secondary to, you know, his well-being.
Started this race 3rd. He's running up there in the top 5. Came down pit road, had a slow stop. They had a problem with the jack on the left side. That got him mired back in traffic. Now you saw the contact there that got him around.
Brian Patty told me lap 80 was his number. He would pit at lap 80 no matter what. Let's see if he was pulling my leg or not. We're going to be right on lap 80, and he doesn't need any stage points. He's not worried about that. That strategy might be indeed what he decides to do.
Well, unless you absolutely need stage points, I think right now is about the latest you want to pit. Because these speeds haven't fallen off any. These guys are maintaining a really, really fast pace. So I like stopping.
How you doing tonight, Jaden?
Stopping anymore. Again, you might have to forego the stage points for the 2nd stage.
Guys, we've been talking about how chilly it is. I think it's like in the 40s. Let's hear what Ty Majeski is saying about the weather.
You feel pretty good in there? Yeah, good. Why? It's snowing up here. I was just curious.
It's snowing up there?
I'm actually toasty. Don't worry, you guys will have the advantage on me.
That's not true. There's no way that's true.
He said it'll be hot most of the season in that truck.
Yes. Well, that's Brandon Lyons, his spotter. And we're hearing that there might be some snow flurries up on top of the roof. So, interesting turn of events. Look at those spotters.
They are bundled up, aren't they?
Are you sure that this is springtime?
Just like our cameraman, same situation up on the roof.
We have a snow delay?
And
That'd be
look at the
interesting.
fans. Freezing fan there, is it? Tell her she was a fan of. About 47 degrees right now.
Corey Heim to pit road.
Got the 66, Cam Waters on pit road.
Everybody.
Yeah, Jack Wood, the 91 on pit road. Brett Holmes, the 32 as well. You see trouble with the jack on the left side of Matt Mills' truck. There's Corey Heim.
See if they go into the back of that truck with an adjustment. Yeah, there it goes. So they've been working on it since the race started. Every time they get a chance on pit road.
I think every truck I've seen make a pit stop has made an adjustment. A lot of the crew chiefs are really unsure what this racetrack was going to do, but 4 tires for Corey Heim, I have to believe that's going to be it for him on pit road.
Everybody that was running right around that 10-15 came to pit road except for the 7 of Sammy Smith. I'm going to have a talk with Brian Patty. That's not how he told me it was going to go down. We'll see how it plays out.
3 drivers have yet to come to pit road. Christian Eckes, Tyler Ankrum, and Jake Garcia are the 3 trucks that have not pitted yet.
And that's good for us because those 3 trucks are really fast and they're going to be higher
all these trucks.
They're going to collect some stage points, though, and feel good about that accomplishment. And as fast as Eckes is, I wouldn't be surprised to see him storm back through the field and win this thing.
Well, you heard the report about Christian Eckes. Their plan, they're going to wait 20 laps. They want to stay out there, get those stage points, and then he'll make the pit stop. So it's going to get good.
You know, 2 years ago, William Byron won this race. It went full distance. We had rain, remember, last year. And William
Too bad the Suns game is during the Iowa-UConn game. I don't give a fuck about Iowa or UConn. I don't give a fuck about college sports. I don't give a fuck about... I don't even know what Iowa or UConn is. No, I'm just kidding. I know what they are. I'm kidding. But I don't care about that.
So far, so good for that man right there. Christian Eckes has literally led every single lap so far, 81.
Well, we'll get ready to see in about 25 more laps how good that.
So we're 42 total minutes, 17 minutes of racing. 17 and a half.
Really good trucks, too.
So we need to get that up.
32 trucks on the lead lap. So.
And laps since last pit, I mean, it's all over the map right there. You see the first two trucks have not pitted yet. Garcia back there in fifth. So mixed bag.
I thought Ty Gibbs was in the truck. I thought he was, yeah.
One of those trucks hasn't made that pit stop.
I mean, not the 19, but I thought he was going to be racing in the trucks this weekend. I thought I heard something about that.
They're talking about what they're going to do when they do make the pit stop at the end of the second stage. And he said, you know, your fire off is really good. Your short run's really good. What could help you on the long run? And Christian said, really, I need to be a little bit...
Imagine Ty Gibbs leaves JJR and goes to a different team. That'd be very... That'd be kind of funny, I'm not going to lie. He leaves and goes to RCR, drives the 8 car.
So good for them, but it's going to get really good for the second half of this
Wins 3 races the next year.
We've chosen it up, getting ready to go back at it.
Yeah, we talk about the 3 that haven't pitted. It's actually the top 5. Let's add Purdy and Honeycutt to that list of trucks that have not pitted. They hit the pit end line.
So we're going to go back through. There's 17 to go in this stage. They're carrying the Martinsville clock.
Hey, they're hoisting the clock.
It takes 2 people to hoist that clock. Did you and Bubba able to carry that clock?
Me and Bubba had a good time hoisting his clock up to his apartment.
Beautiful clocks. They always have it in the media center here. All right, here we go. Christian
ready?
Chase Purdy on the outside. Tyler Ankrum just behind him.
Green flag.
On the 45,
Fuck.
Caden Honeycutt having a great night on the outside. Row number 2. Side by side they go into turn 1. Christian Eckes.
Oh, Eckes squeezing Purdy up the hill. That's not going to set well with Purdy.
See the sparks coming out from underneath the 77. Look at that. Dean Thompson making moves on the outside, trying to bring Taylor Gray along with them.
Great battle for the second spot with the 77 of Purdy on the outside. Is Ankrum going to be able to clear? He is going to be able to clear Purdy.
And did you see Purdy take it to the left so he could block off Caden Honeycutt? That was a solid move by that 77 show. Dean Thompson making some ground up top.
Look at that 3 wide.
It's Ty Majeski on the inside. He's going to make it work. Going to get by the 40.
Oh, it was just a joke this whole time.
17. Taylor Gray.
This, as you would say, Michael, look at this mess. There's trucks all over the place.
It's a scrum, Jamie. I think it's a scrum.
It's a scrum. Taylor Gray in the 17, William Sawalich. Teammates there, Ben Rhodes back in the 99, and Sammy Smith.
This is precision driving right here.
Fox moment.
They're doing a nice job of being very aggressive, but not stepping over the line yet.
Apparently you have to have orange on your truck to be in that scrum.
Exactly. I think the driving has been very respectful so far. Now, that's probably will go out the window when we get in the second half of this race.
You're saying it's subject to change?
I think so, but very minor contact we've had so far, as close as these guys are racing.
It's so hard to understand watching TV how fast these guys are going and at the pace in which they're doing, how close they are. 95, 100 miles per hour, side by side, like you said, Michael, precision.
See that gap in front of these 2 orange and black trucks of Sawalich and Taylor Gray. They got to get that figured out. They're losing ground with the trucks in front of them.
It's a battle trying to make it into the top 10. 12 laps to go in stage number 2. Talked about the season that Ben Rhodes in the 99 has had. Get things turned
Majeski,
around.
Jamie.
Majeski trying to make his way back up. Started on the pole today. Gets that 6th spot from Dean Thompson.
Better cameramen on top are getting busy trying to follow all these battles around. This is crazy action. You can see Sanchez trying to grab that spot. Here's Raja to the bottom of Stuart Friesen. There's Grant Enfinger after that spin trying to climb his way back into things.
14th spot. Grant Enfinger just didn't have the truck earlier that he was hoping for. Had that issue with the tire, came down pit road.
So the 56 moment, Timmy Hill hanging in there as well. Right behind Enfinger in the 9.
He's got a battle behind him. That's Lawless Allen that's inside of Ty Dillon. Spencer Boyd doing a nice job.
Chester, my friend.
These trucks. Top 20.
Debo Samuel and Fred Warner throughout the first pitch at the Giants game.
His tires. Jake Garcia has not been to pit road yet.
That shows you how solid that 13 truck is tonight. Just doing a great job.
A couple of teammates here, Thor Sport with 5 trucks in the field. Love how hard they're racing, these different strategies you talked about it, older tires versus new, and they're still putting on a great show.
See Majeski flare up high there to see if he could get an angle to run off the corner and make that pass on the exit. Wasn't quite able to get there.
Trying to get a little momentum built up. Drive it a little bit straighter up off the corner.
He might dive in there as you see Lawless Allen down on the inside of Dillon.
They're leaning on each other. There is a little contact there with Ty Dillon. He said, I love racing this place. I love the truck series because the aggression level here is so high. That suits his driving style.
Right behind this group, you see Corey in that 11 truck, Jamie.
Getting down to the end of this, it's all about those stage points right now. Tanner Gray had his issues, spun earlier in that 15 truck.
There goes the pass for Majeski.
Majeski moves into the 5th spot.
Dean Thompson solid tonight.
He's been so good.
Top 10 last time out at Dakota for Dean Thompson.
Had a penalty on pit road. Finds himself back in the mix.
Phil, you said it a bit ago, there's just very little fall off in these tires. The speeds are just staying right there. It probably has a little bit to do with the
So we're coming up on halfway and the end of stage 2. Got 3 laps left of the stage. Christian Eckes is leading. He's on every single lap tonight.
That 21st spot gets around the 76 of Boyd. Remember, he last pitted on lap 79.
Oh, there goes the 76 and the 38. So that'll be a caution. That'll end the stage. So with that being said, I will be back. I'm going to go smoke.
Looks like Lane's
I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Scratches on the wall, is fast. Yeah, you see the damage on the left front.
But yes, that will end stage 2.
Look at the damage on the left front. That could affect the toe in as well. Watch, this is a 76. Watch Daniel Dye, the 43. He's going to get in the back of Spencer Boyd. And Lane Riggs was just on the outside, an innocent bystander.
They're racing just outside the top 20, and you can see Daniel just gets in way deeper than Spencer Boyd.
I think Spencer was doing a really nice job racing around some really good trucks.
He was. That's a shame. At least he didn't get any damage out of the deal, but darn, I think that could hurt that 38 truck. Watch him bounce into that outside wall.
Yeah, and Spencer really couldn't go anywhere because looked like Corey Heim was less than a half a truck length in front of him. Again, certainly no intent by Daniel Dye to run in the back of Spencer Boyd.
Well, we were live with Daniel Dye when this happened. Let's take a look at it again.
Just got in a little hotter than Spencer did. That's going to end the stage.
That'll bring the green-white checker out. So Christian Eckes.
He's led them all.
Picks up stage win number 3 on the season.
How many times we ever said that? First 100 laps, he led them all.
He led them all.
He's getting ready to have his work cut out for him, though. He's going to come out in about 20th position, I would guess.
Yeah, we can assure you that he will not lead every lap of this race.
All about Christian Eckes. You guys said it. He has led them all. Can he hang on, though, for the second half of the race? 100 laps to go. Stay with us live from Martinsville.
This is the make-or-break moment. Not just for the day, but for the years to come. This is where a race isn't just about the race. It's about the doors it can open. This is the chance to carve your name into the history books. This is the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Wait. I have you surrounded. You just gonna stand there? Or are you gonna take your load back?
We're gonna take it back.
Gonna take it back.
With Scott's Turf Builder, triple action. It gets 3 jobs done at once. Kills weeds, prevents crabgrass, and keeps your lawn growing strong. Glorious!
No.
Get a bag of Scott's Triple Action today. It's guaranteed.
Feed it, lawn. Feed it.
We started in Brooklyn in '78 and quickly learned we weren't building exhaust. We were building excitement, giving drivers that same roar of victory on their way to work that they heard at the races. Almost 5 decades later, nothing's changed.
Whoa, hold up. Someone just got BOGO free Blizzard treats only in the DQ app. That someone could be you, but only for a limited time. BOGO free any size Blizzard treats. Get it now in the DQ app. DQ, happy tastes good.
Peter Ono disappeared without trace, apart from a finger.
Can we go get drunk now?
Yes, please.
Brown, blonde, pink and red. It's so me. That's what we said. Root touch up, you just don't skip. Colour that matches from root to tip. Just mix, brush, dry, break, kiss it, bye-bye. Claro, I'm ready to colourfy. Root touch up is the hair colour I want to be. Claro, it's so.
May not sound like it, but this is actually progress at 225 miles per hour. Shell Renewable Race Fuel, reducing emissions by 60% in all NTT IndyCar Series races. We're moving forward with IndyCar because we're moving forward with everybody. Shell, powering progress.
Welcome back to the Craftsman Truck Series live from Martinsville, Virginia. Half of the race in the books. Second half left to go. Pit road is open. They're coming your way, Josh.
Start with the 18 of Tyler Ankrum making his first stop of the day. His biggest complaint, that truck is just too tight. He says the 19 is beating him in the center, so they're going to go with a half round in the right rear to help him out. As far as the 45 of Caden Honeycutt, staying out to get those stage points as well. Since it's hard to turn in the center, they're going to make an adjustment to help him out as well, Jamie.
And up around the turn of pit lane, our race leader, the number 19 of Christian Eckes. He is clean in his pit stop. Right behind him is the number 77 of Chase Purdy, also on his marks. This would be 4 tires and 2 cans of fuel for each of these. Some slight adjustments, but overall, both of these
Wait, the doggy was barking?
with their truck. They're both complaining and needing just a little bit more drive off, just slight adjustments. One stop in the race, some tear off, a bottle of water, and Christian Eckes is already out as Chase Purdy still sits on pit lane, Jamie.
Ooh, that was a close call. The 19 pulled out of his box. Crew member looked like he was trying to pull some tape or just clean the grill there. But yeah, I'd say he's happy with his truck, boys. What do you think?
Yeah, I think 17 trucks stayed out, so it's going to be interesting.
Watch this. Wipes the grill.
Look at those back
Stay on
tires
rolling,
already
boy.
spinning.
Woo! Upcoming, ready or not. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Oh, wait. You like Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar?
Yes.
Just aren't you adorable?
Okay.
Okay.
At Dots, an ordinary pretzel just isn't enough, so they add savory seasoning and tempting buttery flavor into every delicious twist. Now that's enough to make you build an all-pretzel pantry. With a biometric security system. Dots, sensationally seasoned pretzels.
This race definitely should be over
Everything
an hour
in
from
moderation.
now.
Except for popcorn. Popcorn doesn't count. Skinny pop. Enjoy endlessly.
I mean, personally, I'd like if it just goes straight to the end. Actually, no. I'd like it to be as exciting as possible
Is this how you
and end at 8:50 or 8:45, I guess, or 9:45.
and ready?
Jaden?
Is this a shooting star? Rock star? Superstar? Okay. Let's all take a deep breath. Because once we
Oh, you're talking about Denny. Okay. I thought you were talking about the Suns.
Kings of the Real Striker Game, where greatness can be one pin away. He's the greatest! The PBA Elite League, Saturday at 1:30 Eastern on FS1. It's Match Mania.
Yeah, so we are way under the half for green flag time versus total race time. We're 22 and 57, so not a good ratio, I guess. Marcus Smith versus Denny Hamlin, UFC 300.
The Truck Series racing from Martinsville. Stage number 3 is upon us. 92 laps to go, and the strategy has it all mixed up, gentlemen.
Christian Eckes will be the 19th truck to choose when we get ready to restart this race.
That's just fun right there. These crew chiefs, differing strategies. The fact that he needs those stage points, he wants to win a championship. It's all over the board right now.
How about Ty Majeski, our pole sitter, right back where he started, up in the number 1 spot, and Taylor Gray up there will restart here on the front row.
Taylor dropped to the second inside. Swalich on the front row. With Majeski. How about this?
I got my orange and black mixed up, didn't I? Both of them have been mired back, so good to see them. Let's see what their trucks are capable of.
Alrighty.
Up front.
Coming back green.
Ty Majeski,
And
Williams, Swalich.
stage 3 is underway.
First time restarting on the front row tonight for Williams Swalich on the outside. Nice and orderly into turn 1.
A nice move by Taylor Gray to grab that second spot.
Solid restart by Ty Majeski, who has Taylor Gray just behind him. Nick Sanchez back there battling for that 3rd spot.
Do we give each other a little less room now, Michael, in the second half? We're starting to really...
Jaden, you never answered me
really gonna
last night or the other night.
Stuart Friesen with a great
I think it'd be really funny if I had Dom come over for a race and then make him control the lights. You think that'd be funny? Do you think he'd do it?
Swalich is going to be able to duck. Oh, for a mode, it's going to be contact.
There it is.
It's on the 71.
There's some great racing.
Jump in there, a little bit of contact. They all keep it straight.
Yeah, Stewart
He would not do it.
Swalich kept it straight.
Ben Rhodes trying to keep Swalich on the outside, but he lets him in. Takes that spot away.
I didn't respond to your message last night. I did.
Here he finds himself in
I
the
did.
spot.
I may not have responded to the last one,
Great run again for that 17.
but I responded.
Comes Corey Hahn, right side of your screen, that 11 truck.
I was responding to messages. You sent the last one about Denny at Texas, and then that I didn't respond to, but the other ones I did.
Matt Crafton had that steering issue.
So I was overall throughout the night being a generally responsive
That
person.
truck still has some pace.
Look at this. Daniel walking down into the corner. Matt said, I'm not going to have any of that. I need you to move over.
Yeah.
So this is the next lap here on board the 43.
These trucks running inside the top 15, and bam, that was a big hit.
Did he poke the bear?
You don't want to do that to Matt Crafton.
It's a big night for Matt Crafton. 550th career start, all consecutive for Matt.
See Matt Mills lined up right behind Matt Crafton. And there's Eckes.
He's 13th, Phil, and you can see he's just heating up everybody he gets to. What a great grip he has up off the corner. You can see he just gets there, makes the move. Next up, Matt Crafton. They're just going to get progressively harder, though, to pass.
This racetrack is getting faster. We're seeing some of the fastest.
There, I responded to your message, Jaden.
but now Christian Eckes has had command of this race, led every single lap in the first half. They know he's coming on fresh tires.
Raja to the inside of Corey.
We haven't said that a lot this year, people trying to pass Corey Heim.
And he wasn't happy with his truck after practice. He said they thought they had some work to
988?
do.
What?
This is not Corey Heim-like performance.
Battle for 8th.
And they have really improved this 71 truck of Raja Cruz. I think he was.
What does
way
988
when
mean,
we started
Jaden?
this race, and now he has a top 10 truck.
Chad Walter went to work on that 71 for Raja, trying to make it better. They only got 10 minutes of practice today.
Oh, is that like the suicide hotline thing?
Didn't have the best qualifying effort or what he expected to have. They shoot on this truck.
Battle that just won't go away.
Jamie, what are they saying in Raja Cruz pit?
Another thing that they're relaying to him is that number 11 truck of Corey Heim that he's right there on track with has been really strong, and they've also made big improvements. And they said, if you can stay up there with Corey, we're going to have a truck that can run to the finish.
Where you see just behind this battle that Corey Heim takes control of. You've got Grant Infinger and then the man. We now have Christian Eckes as he drives around Infinger into the top 10.
You see, though, look left side of your screen. He's 7.5 seconds behind, but we're going to see more caution flags. There's no way I think we run this race out to the end, and every caution flag we get will help Christian Eckes.
Ty Majeski continues to lead over Taylor Gray. 79 laps to go. We're going to step aside, but you won't miss a thing. We're going side by side.
Did you see that? Hear that? Feel that? Let's all take a deep breath. Because once we feel out, there's no looking back. You ready? It's that time of year again.
Answer the question, ladies.
When the boys in blue
Don't move.
get a much earned
We should be more nice.
I wasn't expecting that.
break.
There's people like shooting each other in the head. You're worried about me.
Fox Nation.
There's people shooting each other in the head and you're worried about me.
None of you guys are 21, right?
Cops Spring Break. New episode tonight on Fox Nation. The only place to watch new episodes of Cops. All part of Fox Justice. Sign up and get your first year of Fox Nation for $29.99. America is streaming.
What does fearless look like? Like sliding through a glimmer of daylight? Like trading paint with a champion? Like starting in the back of the pack and stopping at nothing till everyone is choking on your dust? What does fearless look like? Find out for yourself. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
Craftsman in the yard, you can do it. You know you can blow, even clean a window. Craftsman in the yard, no task too tall. Get the stripes looking right, then trim it tight. Craftsman in the yard, you really did it all.
More lemonade?
Sure. I love this venue.
This season, Toyota Racing is looking for jaw droppers.
Break for Martin Truex right there, the fastest lap of the day.
Iron stomachs that can stand the pressure. And quick draw thumbs that leave their own smoke trail. So hold on tight and strap yourself in. This season, we want you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Chester
continues his march to the front. A little love tap there to Corey Heim. He wants to take over that 6th spot. Corey not going to give it to him.
Most everybody
Earn it.
No, I think the spotters are on the radio. Said there's a blue streak coming, and he's going to. When he gets your bumper, you better get out of the way, or he's coming through. What a run through the field it's been for Christian Eckes.
He restarted 19th, already up to 6th.
Plenty of laps still to go for him to work his way to the front. Jack Wood, Caden Honeycutt in a 45. Been so impressive. Just a couple of Truck Series starts this season. Jumps in the truck. He's finished 6th and 12th this year. He's been top 10 all race long tonight, making his way forward. He's on that strategy. A little contact there. Sammy Smith. Seems all good.
We haven't seen the strength out of that 7 truck that we thought we would have. Sammy Smith has been so good here in the Xfinity car.
Josh.
Just an update of the 98 of Ty Majeski. I talked about it off the top of the broadcast, but they brought a little different setup with Ty Majeski having a big say at what went into this. He told me with Joe Shear, who usually likes to be a little more conservative, he said I had to convince him to let me do what I want to do, but the team listened to Majeski, and you see the way they've been able to run out here tonight. Well,
caution's out.
Hey, the 17 and you got a wreck out there on the track, guys.
Thanks, Josh. Caden Honeycutt.
So Caden Honeycutt spins around.
That's a shame. What a solid run you talked about.
Yeah, we were just talking about him making his way back to the front. He's got some damage. That race truck driving for Nice.
He was
going to stay on the lead lap.
Yeah, he was running inside the top 20 when he went around.
Phil Gould, the crew chief, talked to him. He'll have Ross Chastain in this truck a few times. Let's see what happened here.
He's right on the tailgate of the 43 of Daniel Dye.
And he wrecks himself.
Spins around. I didn't see that one coming.
I didn't either. And there was nobody behind him. He didn't get any contact from behind. He was trying to make his way underneath the 43 of Daniel Dye.
Let's go on board with the 43.
You can see 45's faster, gaining on him there, and tries to duck to the bottom. And then, does he clip the curb?
If he clipped the curb or just buzzed the tires a little bit, around it went. He's going to lose all that track position.
Looked like he hit the curb. It just buzzed the tires. I guess that just didn't look normal to me.
Remember, I said every caution flag is going to help Christian Eckes. He was up to the 6th position, but he was still 7 seconds behind Ty Majeski. His caution is going to close him right up.
I got some bad news for the competition, though. The last lap, when I looked at the scoring pylon, he was 2/10 faster than the leader. So we know how much speed the 19 truck has, and it was evident when you looked at the scoring monitor.
And he'll be the 6th truck to choose on our next restart.
Majeski had almost a 2-second lead over Taylor Gray before that caution came out.
See, the pits are open. I don't see anybody near the front coming down pit road.
Ben Rose looks like he's going to duck there, the first to do so.
Ben probably says, hey, we're backing up. We might as well put some tires on, try to do something. Matt Crafton's coming in as well. A late dive to pit road for Matt Mills.
Cam Waters as well.
Josh, Ben Rhodes is coming your way.
Yeah, Ben Rhodes has been working on that truck all night long, been complaining about that truck being too tight. Comes in for 4 tires and fuel to see if they can help him out, make a strong run towards the end of the race. Jamie.
Matt Crafton with the same strategy. Let's just work on this thing. We're not going to win like we are. It looked like maybe even staying inside the top 10 for Rhodes would have been a chore.
Yeah, he was the highest placed truck that came down pit road. He was running in the 8th position. We talked about Sammy Smith probably not being as good as we thought he was going to be. Adjustment there, big adjustment, and 4 tires for that 7 truck.
See 64 laps to go here from Martinsville. Finishing up these pit stops.
Looks like Matt's going to win the battle off pit road over the trucks that came.
I like that. I mean, heck, got to improve your truck, have an advantage on tires. I know there hasn't been a whole lot of fall off, but the right adjustment with fresher tires could make the difference for these teams. But so many trucks on the lead lap, that's what makes it so difficult.
Sunday on Fox, it's week 2 of the United Football League as the Houston Roughnecks take on the DC Defenders. Spring just got a little stronger. The hard-hitting action continues Sunday at 4 Eastern on Fox. UFL, that's been fun to follow, fun to watch. Of course, The Rock, a big part of this, came to Daytona and talked all about it. So if you've been missing football, we got your fix. It's Sunday at 4, the UFL. All right, 63 laps to go. Ty Majeski, Taylor Gray, Nick Sanchez, Stuart Friesen, and William Sawalich. The top 5, and you know they're looking in their mirrors at the man right behind them, Christian Eckes.
What's most impressive is the name you said at the back of the top 5, William Sawalich. Struggled in practice, didn't have a very good race to start with, and now the youngster, the kid, has found himself up in the top 5 with a good truck. So that shows you how smart and how good he is to be able to explain to the team what he needs, how he needs to go about adjusting it, and then go out there and perform at that level.
Yeah, qualified outside the top 20, and here he is running in the top 5.
Well, We've been impressive with him, everything he's been able to do in the ARCA Menard Series. He's an East champion. He's running for that title again, running the ARCA National Series. But he made his Truck Series debut right here last year and finished 9th after all that was said and done with the rain, the wet weather tires, you name it. All right, coming to the choose.
South Carolina defeats NC State.
Well, Taylor Gray followed him down there last time. See if he does that again. It worked out last time, and he indeed does. Nick Sanchez will go up top. Stuart Friesen in the top 5.
See, Eckes is going to grab the inside. He will restart. Fourth on the inside. He will restart 7th.
That pace truck looks like he runs up high. So I don't know, y'all are crazy about it there. I think we need a little space up here.
Sanchez is crowding him a bit. Trying to get those tires warmed up. With the Taylor, the Gray brothers, Taylor and Tanner. I mean, they always find each other in the top 5. Jamie.
We saw Christian Eckes choose that inside line, and he was waiting to see what William Swalich in front of him was going to do. When you take a look at how many laps they have on the tires, Christian Eckes made a stop at lap 104, took on 4 tires. William Swalich was on lap 32, so he didn't want to be right behind him because he knew he's going to have to fire off, and he didn't want to get slowed down.
Alrighty.
Definitely different strategies.
Back green here.
Ty Majeski, Taylor Gray lead him once again into turn 1.
The gloves are going to come off right now, Phil.
I do too.
See, Sanchez.
Big block by Sanchez on Taylor Gray.
Taylor took the block. He didn't punt him out of the way.
Eckes is side by side with Swalich now.
Trying to pick up another spot all over Stuart Friesen as well. Is he going to get 2 for 1?
Look at that turn. Did that truck turn in the center of the corner? Wow.
Could be the most dominant truck I've seen here in a while. He's just able to do things other guys can't.
3 wide, the 43-1 at night he has had. And they're still crowding.
Damn, man. This is some great racing.
Thompson trying to get through. He's been so
They're
solid
going at it.
Nice job there by Daniel getting squeezed up top and then dives to the bottom and hanging in there right now.
Chase Pretty did a nice job on the outside. Once he got out of the middle of the 3 wide, see him racing right there on the outside of Daniel Dye.
All from the 13th spot.
Something happened to Grant. Grant was slow. See, looks like he's made some contact with the right front. The letters are gone off the right front tire on Grant's truck. Is he going to get into the outside wall here?
Does he get squeezed by Raja?
He got squeezed by Raja. Raja didn't quite leave him enough room.
Grant Enfinger into the wall there. He keeps it straight. We keep it green.
Great job by Jack Wood to avoid Grant.
Look at that 3 wide there with Ty Dillon up top. Oh, there's so much action.
Take a breath, Michael. Take a breath.
I love short track racing. It makes me nervous.
Here comes Matt Kraft. Remember, fresh tires on that 88 truck. Matt's just now outside the top 15.
Oh, into the wall hard.
What a bad break.
Man, that was a big hit.
Dean Thompson. The caution
Dean
comes
Thompson.
out
That was a
for the 7th
hard
time
one.
Tonight.
Dean had no time to react.
Man.
To that contact.
That was back in the 19th spot.
What a great run it's been for Dean, too.
Sorry, boys. There's nowhere I could go. I just got screwed there.
He's exactly right.
Yeah, the contact with Grant, there's just nothing you can do right there. Some accidents are unavoidable. You just find yourself at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Gosh, great night for them.
Look at this. Grant gets a bump. Just hit him sideways, and when he corrected outside, he went. And
He needed a little bit more room, and unfortunately, Dean's going to pay the price.
That's a shame.
That was a hard hit.
Look at that. Tight short track racing.
Man.
The contact, too. Truck up off the ground. That's just...
It was a hard hit. Jesus.
Performance he had tonight, that's one they were going to keep. Bring her back. We're racing here, by the way, at Martinsville again. Later in the season, it'll be the cutoff for the championship. So
Oh, they do race at Martinsville again in the trucks this year?
Make it, that far into the championship, they have a chance.
Isn't that wild? We're going to come to Martinsville and say, okay, how fun is that? We've had a lot of great, intense racing here at Martinsville when there's a championship on the line.
See Dean getting out of his truck there.
Being pointed over to the Safety truck to take the mandatory ride to the infield care center.
No, it's a short track. The hits can be big.
Beckus now will choose fourth. Gained a couple more spots on that last
I love
round.
you, dog.
It's Eckes against the field. He's been so solid. Christian Eckes led 104 laps tonight. Ty Majeski, the other leader tonight, 44 laps and counting. 52 laps to go for the Craftsman Truck Series from Martinsville. Stay with us. See how it all shakes out.
Craftsman's back on track with Deal of the Race. During this year's Craftsman Truck Series, we're giving race fans rockin' deals on tools to power through projects. Because teams and fans alike trust Craftsman to get the job done right.
Curb appeal begins with Craftsman. It's got power that'll blow you away. This makes yard work a breeze.
Scan now for the current Deal of the Race. From outdoor care to home and auto repair. Do it fast. Do it proud.
Do it with Craftsman.
Prepare for Ken Chong's biggest roll ever.
Oh my god, he's levitating.
Oh no, it's a book.
Animal Control is all new and wildly uproarious.
Maybe you should just step back, because I can feel your breath on my nipples.
All new Animal Control, this Wednesday on Fox.
It may not sound like it, but this is actually progress at 225 miles per hour. Shell Renewable Race Fuel, reducing emissions by 60% in all NTT IndyCar Series races. We're moving forward with IndyCar because we're moving forward with everybody. Shell, powering progress.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
After a soggy finish in Pomona, the NHRA Mission Foods Drag Racing Series is under sunny skies in the desert this weekend at Firebird Motorsports Park near Phoenix. Tonight, stay tuned for qualifying in the semifinals of the Too Fast, Too Tasty Challenge after the trucks race on FS1.
Welcome back to Martinsville Speedway, the shortest and oldest racetrack we go to in NASCAR. Hasn't disappointed tonight. 7 caution flags for 53 laps, 49 laps to go, and Ty Majeski continues to lead.
I love
so
you,
before the break, we talked about the fact that we're coming back to Martinsville. It's going to be a cutoff race right before the championship race. So let's take a look at where we're going.
Let's go trucking. What do you say?
Is this the playoffs?
We start off in Milwaukee, then we're going to head south to Bristol. Luscious.
Short track action.
Mile and a half at Kansas for the second time this year. We'll go. And then the Talladega Super Speedway. Doesn't get much better than that.
Go down, get a little suntan in Homestead Miami Speedway.
Right back here to Martinsville. And then we're going to head west. And found a champion in the truck series.
We carry the trophy all the way out there too, aren't we?
That's going to be fun. You know, there's a lot of highlights that come out of this race when it's in the playoffs, whether it's the Cup Series, Xfinity.
All right, coming to choose here.
Coming to choose.
He's going to the inside.
It's going to be 47 to go when we restart.
He's going outside.
That's what Taylor Gray wanted to see. He likes that bottom. And you can see Stewart went low, but that put Eckes row 2 outside.
This is going to be fun. Eckes has just been incredible tonight.
Remember, Eckes restarted 7th on the last restart, and now he's all the way up to 4th.
Let's listen to Nick Sanchez's radio.
Doing a great job, man. Just keep being smart, big picture. Remember, if you can't be first, be second, so on and so forth. Got to finish.
basically take what the truck's gonna give you.
Yeah, Derek Nealon could pump them up a little bit. Say, be smart here.
Yeah. This is NASCAR. If you ain't first, your last doesn't count here. Every position matters. We're not going to go Ricky Bobby on this thing.
Ty Majeski. Been a great day
flag.
for him. Can he hang on to the end?
Nice start by Sanchez, and what happened to Majeski?
Great restart by Nick Sanchez. Takes the lead for the first time tonight. Not quite. Ty Majeski coming back on the inside.
Woo!
They're battling back and forth. Here comes Eckes. Taking a peek. He moves into third. Nick Sanchez slips back. No more hold, but he takes it.
Man.
Sanchez gets a little
They're racing hard.
sideways. Christian Eckes behind him got a little bit sideways and slips into third.
Big block on the 17 of Taylor Gray for Christian Eckes.
Stuart Friesen down on the bottom. Are they going to dive in there 3 wide? No, they think better of it. Still side by side all the way back.
Walsh in the 1, Ankrum in the 18, right behind the 15 of Tanner Gray.
Battle for 8th right there. Tanner Gray had his spin earlier in that 15, but he's been battling up there in the top 10. Ankrum trying to pick up that spot.
This has been a good track for Tanner Gray. He's finished 3rd here.
Matt Crafton, remember in that bright yellow truck, just a little bit better tires. We saw him make that late pit stop, and he's making some good ground.
Oh, trouble!
Go around. Brett Holmes there in the 32.
Damn.
And 90, Justin Carroll in the wall. Caution comes out again. Justin Carroll making his 2nd start this season. Had problems earlier, never even got on the racetrack in practice or qualifying. That was back in the 24th and 25th spot.
I don't see as much damage to Brett's truck as Carroll has.
Okay, so this means choosing again. We're restarting again.
Eckes has made his way up to 3rd now as we get ready for the next choose.
We got time to get them one at a time now, Phil. We need to get 2 or 3 at a time. When that restart started, he did just that. Let's see if we can see what happened back here in traffic.
See the 3 wide.
Oh, and he gets hit from behind.
Caden Honeycutt in the 45, maybe a little contact.
Yeah, bumped in the back of Holmes, and that just took Carroll right out of the groove and into the wall.
Yeah, much like the incident we saw earlier that involved a couple trucks.
Lawless Allen, lucky there. Heads up by him. He was able, you see right there, that 33 truck just avoids Brett Holmes. He starts spinning. Real time look at it here. That was a big hit.
It was.
Talk about speeds down to 65, 70 miles an hour. It still looks like a huge crash, doesn't it?
Josh, let's get an update on Ty Majeski.
Yeah, keep an eye on the 98 during this next restart. Ty just came over the radio and said, guys, I don't know what it is, but I just can't launch. I just keep spinning the tires. I have no traction. The team trying to talk him through what he can do different this time around, but he's very evident also that the 19 has been charging through the field, knowing that that's their biggest threat at this point right now, guys.
And you know, Josh, it's just, you can see it. He just doesn't launch. It's like his tire spin. And so he was able to hold on to the lead there, but definitely a challenge for that 98 truck on the restarts.
Being told the 45 of Caden Honeycutt and his crew chief, Phil Gould, have been invited to the NASCAR hauler after the race.
And when you say invited, that means you are told.
Yeah, you're not just invited. You are, yeah. Invited is a very nice way of putting it.
We're going to have a little talking to.
You know, if you get an invite, you can say yay or nay. This is not one of those circumstances. There's that 45 truck.
Your attendance is mandatory.
Yes, you must show up, or you will not be practicing next week.
Yes, that is very true.
Something will happen to you.
Yeah, you don't want to find
Probably
out.
won't be racing next week.
I think we both have seen that movie, haven't we?
We've been there.
Yeah.
You see the 90s hat for Caden Honeycutt, stage 1, 9,
Sorry,
stage
sister.
2, 5th. Things kind of gone sideways, literally, for him,
You know,
unfortunately.
from the way I saw that, though, man, that's just tight racing here late in the going at Martinsville. I mean, I don't think there was anything malicious there. It just didn't go down well, obviously, so probably deserves a talking to.
How about Nick Sanchez, Jamie?
Well, Nick just asked his crew chief Bono Mannion if he was good on fuel, if he needed to think about saving, if he needed to worry about his tires, what it was that he needed to focus on at this stage of the race. And Bono told him, he said, you are plenty good on fuel. You keep that truck underneath you that you need. Just stay smart out there. So Nick's got his head down. He's ready.
Phil, you think that Majeski's plenty good on fuel? We know the strategy is a little bit different, but
I think we've had so many caution laps. I have to believe everybody right now, everybody in the field, I think, maybe with a possible exception of Sawalich, who pitted on lap number 32, I think everybody else is comfortable, and Sawalich may be fine as many caution laps as we've had.
I'm getting anxious, man. I like seeing this green flag racing. Now we're bumping into each other and having these late cautions. You know what's going to happen. As every lap that passes by, they just get more and more aggressive.
It's Daniel Dyer, buddy, the race2stopsuicide.com, on board right behind Matt Crafton. Matt's running 13th, Daniel 14th. Remember, we've had 5 different winners this year in the 5 races. 3 of those winners right now are running up in the top 5.
We're choosing. Once again, Nick Sanchez on the outside on the front row.
You know, Christian Eckes is licking his chops to restart from the 3rd spot. You know, he automatically says, I'm going to grab 2nd. I'm going to follow Majeski. If he can get a good start, we're going to get by Sanchez, and I'm going to be right behind Majeski.
And I think head-to-head, I give the nod to Christian Eckes. He's just been that good.
About 50 less laps on his tires than Majeski has.
Is it easier when you have a carrot dangling out there, somebody to chase, rather than being chased?
It's just easier when you got a truck like Christian Eckes has. Whether you're chasing or being chased, it's just a great feeling when you have a truck that'll grip the road like that 19.
You ready?
All right, well, Jamie talked about the 98 of Ty Majeski and what he can do on the restart. See if he can do it. Get a good
37
launch.
to 36 to go.
Launch right there for the 98. Nick Sanchez to the outside. Here comes Christian Eckes in the 19.
There he is beside. Eckes is beside Sanchez. He's going to have position on him when they get down here to the corner. Moves him up the hill a little bit.
And he gets it. Christian Eckes.
Oh, trouble.
Caution. Going to come out again. 4 trucks around Jack Wood. Cam Waters.
Big Garcia, the 13th.
Lawless Allen, who avoided the last incident. Now he's involved with quite a bit of damage on the front of that truck.
A lot of damage to the rear of Jack's truck as well.
Man, they can't stop wrecking here.
Frustrating when you can't get some green flag racing in.
Man, they all look happy with each other.
In there with a lot of damage.
Eckes has probably got to be like, talk about frustrating. Can't we just race, boys?
He's moved up another spot, though.
What did we say?
2nd.
One at a time. We got one more.
We'll have about 30 laps to do it probably once we restart.
I'm assuming he'll go to the front row because he's got such a fast truck, and he's heard through the spotters that our leader, Ty Majeski, is struggling on the restarts. He had a great restart there, but he's heard there's issues there, so I don't think he want to be behind him.
Well, they started the initial race, the first start, side by side, and Eckes just checked out and led that first lap.
This is chain reaction. You can see started going bad up ahead of Raja. Nothing Daniel could do. He was just a victim of all that went down. And he was right in the middle of it with our onboard camera. We'll see what he saw.
Mr. Highlight Reel right here, Daniel Dye. See Raja.
Did we lose our front bumper camera?
I think it was vulnerable from the time they threw the green flag. So.
Oh, wait, he's got another camera. We're good.
Oh, yeah, no, we're good. We've got a couple. We can look at him, we can look off the roof, but I'm not sure our front bumper cam has survived this.
34 laps to go. 33 laps to go now from Martinsville. We're going to step aside. You won't miss anything. We're going side by side. Ty Majeski wants to hang on to it. Can he hold off? Christian Eckes, stay with
us. Saturday on FS1.
So we got 33 laps to go under caution right now. We got 40 minutes till I gotta go live for the Suns. I gotta probably end the stream at 9:52. Be able to set it all up. Maybe 9:55. I can probably stretch it too, but yeah.
The Dodgers take their show on the road to Wrigley, where Cody Bellinger and the Cubs await. Saturday at 3:30 Eastern on FS1.
Buckle up and hang on. This is going to be a good one.
The fans of Kansas Speedway know how to have a good time. One that celebrates fantastic finishes and family-friendly facilities. Trading paint. They got beauty and tailgating tradition. Burnouts, beer, and barbecue. Oh, it'll for sure be a good time, and you are all invited. NASCAR weekend at Kansas Speedway. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today. Find your nearest dealer at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
There's always a fresh deal on the Subway app. How about Moco's 50% off footlongs, like the irresistible feeling? What you gotta say, Clay?
There's nothing better than a...
Sorry, buddy. This deal is so big, we had to cut your screen time to fit it all in. Order now in the Subway app.
We believe in the 2-minute drill and goal line stands. We believe in beer snakes, the giddy up, and whatever this guy's doing. We believe in speed and power, and that nothing is more dangerous than a man with a dream. We believe in football. United Football League, Houston, D.C., on Fox.
This is the make or break moment. The chance to carve your name into the history books. This is the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Welcome back to Martinsville Raceway. Michael Waltrip, Phil Parsons, Jamie Howe, Josh Sims, Jamie Little with you. Had a lot of action here the first half of the race. Well, it was pretty smooth sailing. Second half, my goodness, we're under caution for the 9th time tonight.
Not quite as respectful, I don't think, in the second half.
Well, race recap for you. The 43, he's just showing us all kinds of action. As you see just behind him, Tanner Gray goes around.
Spencer Moore gets turned around by Daniel Dye. Brings along Wayne Riggs with him.
Come here.
Eckes has just been dominant tonight. Winning both stages.
Caden Honeycutt battling for position. Spins out by himself there.
And this is hard contact by Dean Thompson in the 5 truck off the bumper of Grant Enfinger. And then it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, Brett Holmes at 32. Then 90 is well involved. There's this most recent incident with a lot of chain wreck. This is Martinsville. Nowhere to go, not enough room. Once people start beating and banging, you have to slow down because of the driver in front of you, and then you get pushed into it from the driver behind you.
And that's the truck that's the story as the fans are toughing it out. Hanging here in this chilly April day and evening here in Southern Virginia.
Welcome to NASCAR racing there. Cam Waters all the way from Australia.
Someone stopped there.
First time ever in a truck was earlier today in practice.
Eckes to the outside.
We're choosing, but we're going to have to do something with the 22 truck of Malazzi. I'm not sure we can. I think we'll restart with that truck sitting there.
Oh, definitely not.
I'd give it a go.
Malazzi, yeah.
Would you?
I'd give it a go.
Out of the way enough?
Yeah.
I don't know, Michael. We hit the inside wall there before.
Malazzi's a waiter, right? Is he a server?
He's a server.
Yeah.
Server at
Outback.
I'm a regular at Outback.
We've got Sanchez and Taylor Gray will line up in the second row.
Hey!
Oh, look at there.
That's a tough camera, isn't it?
Now it looks like we have 12 degrees of banking in the corners, doesn't it?
I feel like there's one wide open around here.
Oh, that's great.
Here we go.
Alrighty.
Here we go. Christian Eckes has found his way back to
Green
the
flag.
He starts outside. Ty Majeski. A big restart once again for Christian Eckes. Doesn't get clear. Nick Sanchez back there looking for that spot. Wants to take it over.
Ooh.
The best 2 trucks right here.
There you go for the lead.
All night long.
Look at Majeski taking Eckes up the hill, but he's still hanging side by side.
27 laps to go. Christian Eckes trying to get cleared. Led the first 100 laps of this race.
Woo!
Ty Majeski not giving
Woo!
contact right there. Christian Eckes gets it, though. He takes the lead.
Oh, he slides up the racetrack and opens up the bottom again for Majeski.
Man, they are racing hard for this lead.
Majeski is there. Christian has to give him room.
Man, he
Chester?
almost had that pass made. He's going to get it done here. Nice run off turn 2 for Eckes in that 19.
Into 3, the 98 trying to close it up again, but Eckes has control now. Ty Majeski second, Sanchez back there, and Taylor Gray.
I think if they run a couple more laps, I think Eckes might have enough of a gap that Majeski can't get to his back bumper.
We can just run a couple more laps and get this mess sorted out. These guys are 3 wide all over one another. There you see Sammy Smith in the 7. He's running 11.
That moves up into the 10th spot, top 10.
K90 Cup just keeps on digging in the 45. Been involved in some issues, called to the NASCAR hauler, but he's still digging. They're in the 12th spot.
Oh!
And they go around again. Lane Riggs is around.
Caution.
Daniel Dye makes it through
That
the
would be
66, has big issues now. That's Cam Waters.
I think he may have run into the back of his teammate, Jake Garcia.
That'll look good.
Said Waters is spraying water, Jamie?
I did say that.
Oh, you got to say stuff like that.
All right, just stop.
What a day for Cam Waters.
Taking it right to the
Supercar
garage.
driver. Shane Van Gisbergen, very familiar with him. They race against each other. Worked on this deal since before SVG came over and had that big win in the Cup Series at Chicago last summer.
Jamie Howard reported that he will be in Kansas in a few weeks, so he'll get a little bit of a taste of some different kind of racing on a 1.5 mile in Kansas.
And we'll be aboard a different truck.
You
Yes,
don't
you
think
will.
that was going to do
That
it?
was not going to make it.
Daniel Dye taking us on board. Let's take a look at what brought out this caution. Hard to tell what happened to Riggs there.
Looks like just a slight nudge by Grant in the 9 truck.
To see the 66, you're exactly right. Ooh, big hit into the back of Jake Garcia, his teammate.
I see Daniel Dye slipping through that mess. Maybe
He
we can
did.
see what he sees. Oh, barely enough room to slip through there.
The sights and sounds of Martinsville under the lights. Meanwhile, Eckes is like, okay, no more trucks to pass right now.
He didn't want another restart, though. He had opened up a couple, 3 truck links over Majeski.
So it took Christian Eckes 63 laps to go from 19th to 1st. See Cam Waters there, probably telling him right now, you must go to the infield care center. Let's hear from some crew chiefs, Jamie.
We'll start with Charles the Knight, the crew chief for Christian Eckes. We talked about how the only thing Christian really wanted was be able to get through traffic just a little bit better. You had to make a couple of adjustments. How happy is he with the truck now?
He's really happy. The adaptive 1 caliper, Napa Auto Care Gates Hydraulic Chevrolet Silverado is really good. We didn't really know how it was going to play out with the strategy that we did, but now it looks like max point stays what we're going for, and certainly going for the win here still. He's doing a great job. The truck's good. Hopefully get some clean air out front for another 15 or so laps.
He certainly has made those restarts look easy. Josh?
Here with Joe Scheer Jr., the crew chief of the 98 team, and we heard Ty coming over the radio talking about his struggles with the last couple of restarts. What are you telling your driver about how to handle this next one?
Not really telling him much. He's got what he's got, and I mean we're pretty good, but we're just not good enough. Got to keep working on a short track program.
Thanks, Joe.
That's what it feels like to have that much passion and energy and feel that good about your vehicle and just get outrun. That's what's happening right now. That's just the hardest thing to take when somebody just makes their truck better than yours. He knows Ty Majeski's a short track ace. Just didn't have the right setup to win this race. But if it wasn't for Christian Eckes, he did for sure.
Is Joe going to blame Ty Majeski?
Yeah, setup, right?
I was thinking the same thing. They did come up with this setup together. But hey, you can't say he had a bad night and didn't run well. My goodness, that 98 led 66 laps tonight, and it's not over, boys.
Talked earlier today about
this truck and Lane Riggs, and what a big day it is for him here on this track that he's so good at. And everything started on pit road when the jack broke.
Yeah, great qualifying effort. Now he gets turned around here early in the race with some contact. And again. And he gets to the outside wall there. And then this most recent incident, I think maybe slight contact on the 9 by Grant Enfinger. Turns him around again. But he's still soldiering on. He's still on the lead lap.
And that's a solid team. We know it is. Championship winning team with Zane Smith a couple years back. And, you know, they'll find their way. Lane is a young driver. He's learning every single week. Every time they go to a racetrack, he's learning all these new nuances, right? I mean, he ran some Xfinity races, but he hasn't been to most of these places in a truck. So you could see they've got a lot of speed. What are they saying, Jamie?
Well, they're really looking forward to this challenge tonight. On the side of that truck, they had 100 tickets in the grandstand. They had a suite up here. Lots of local fans that were all out here to watch this race unfold. And one of the things he pointed out was that his dad won this race back in 2001. Perspective, Lane wasn't even born yet. So this was a big night for him. Unfortunately, it didn't go as well.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
Perspective,
Here we go.
for sure.
Back
So
green.
ready for this restart once again. Christian Eck is a monster restart again.
And a struggle again for for
Ty Majeski.
And he got punted a little bit by Sanchez, but good tight racing up here in the front.
And lost that second spot to Sanchez. Now Ankrum is side by side with Majeski for third.
Ankrum wants a piece of that. 77, Chase Purdy back there. Taylor Gray. Great battle between those two tonight. Raja Karuth is right there.
There's Corey Heim on the outside of Raja. He's going to lose that spot to Raja.
He moves back to 8th. Stuart Friesen isn't finished with this. As Eckes crosses the line, this is the Craftsman Trucks 15 to go.
Majeski trying to hold on to that third spot. Ankrum's going to pull up beside Majeski now.
Hey, race fans, we're staying with you. Staying with all the action here at Martinsville as we go commercial free with Crank It Up, sponsored by Craftsman.
Craftsman's back on track with Deal of the Race. During this year's Craftsman Truck Series, we're giving race fans rockin' deals on tools to power through projects. Because teams and fans alike trust Craftsman to get the job done right.
Curb appeal begins with Craftsman. It's got power that'll blow you away. This makes yard work a breeze.
Scan now for the current Deal of the Race. From outdoor care to home and auto repair. Do it fast. Do it proud. Do it with Craftsman.
You look good there, Mikey.
Cranked it up, didn't we?
You did. Good to see you back in a fire suit.
Caden Honeycutt.
Nice battle here.
Yeah, he's just on the inside of Stuart Friesen, making his way back toward the top 10.
Friesen's lost a few spots here in these last 5 laps as the 88 going in the right direction. Matt Crafton in 12th right now as they run.
The 0-2, you see that orange truck top of your screen, Mason Massey. A great run for that 0-2 truck. Now running just outside the top 10 in 11th.
Oh, trouble.
Trucks around once again. Stuart Friesen looks like he had trouble but was able to hang on to it. The 9, a Grant Enfinger.
Look at all the smoke.
Christian Eckes is like, come on, guys. Let's keep these things pointed in the right direction. I got to bring this thing home.
I was back there battling in the 14th. Oh, that's
Matt Mills' truck. She ripped a hood pin bar out of that truck.
the hood flap is open. I think that's the only area he's looking out the windshield right there. Get it back to pit road. So 9 laps to go right here for Christian Eckes. Nick Sanchez, Ty Majeski had slipped back to 3rd. Let's take a look at what brought out the most recent caution.
See the 9 of Grant Enfinger right on the back tailgate of Stewart. Looked like Grant thought Stewart was going to get in the throttle. Stewart didn't. Around when you see Matt run in the back of Grant, then that's also going to make contact with Stewart, slight contact.
Stewart kept her fired up and rolling.
It's amazing with all that smoke, we had more trucks involved in that incident than there were.
Yeah, I don't think Stewart got on the gas quite like Grant thought he was gonna. Made contact, a couple of veterans racing outside the top 10. And I bet you Daniel Dye's been
There he is on the outside.
around this
43.
mess. Watch all this smoke go up, Bill.
Remember, nice move to the outside by Daniel. That was a truck-saving move to the outside.
A lot of trucks getting fucked up tonight.
He's going to have a nice top 10 finish tonight. Now he finds himself on pit road with 8 laps to go. Matt Mills. If you're looking for NHRA qualifying coming up next here on FS1, as soon as we complete our race here, crown our winner. Stick with us right here.
Man, I love NHRA. Those guys get with it. Such an intense 3 seconds.
So much different than we do here.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
What an experience to
Yeah, to be there.
take the kids, my
Feel
goodness.
that power.
What, 11,000 horsepower?
All right, let's listen to the 52 radio.
And that car just came over. Just drive right through us. It don't matter who the target on it.
I hear what you're saying. Feels like he has a target on him. Look at that beautiful truck with damage there. Oh my goodness, did he miss pit road?
I think he can see it. I don't think he wants to give away his track position.
No, he's gonna have to go to pit road, dude.
Right now, Matt's running.
They surely are going to call him back in for this.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, it didn't quite work out. He did come
He's
to
got
pit
that
road.
little hole right there. Look, you can see through
Can
his
y'all see him in
visor.
there?
Hey, Matt. Hey, buddy.
See that little hole.
Let's give it another try.
We could be creeping toward
Say overtime?
NASCAR overtime.
Oh boy.
Well, I hope not.
So 11 cautions tonight.
Gonna end
79
soon.
laps, and we continue counting here. 3 different leaders, 5 lead changes. Christian Eckes.
That's the Barabon that didn't work. It's too cold for the Barabon to stick.
That's a good point. We've got to be about 40 degrees right now, and the wind has been constant. We heard one of the spotters earlier say that there were snow flurries up above.
I'm not sure that's going to work either. They need a bungee cord to go from one side to the other.
I think they need Joey Gase to come over there and rip it off. That'd be the best solution at this point.
Man, that got some airtime this week, didn't it? Go! It only has to hang on for 6 laps.
Well, it's not even hanging on for 6 feet.
All right, getting the one to go. We're gonna have 4 laps left.
All right, Chase is going to line up on the outside.
Do we do that?
Majeski now right behind the 19 of Eckes.
Let's get serious one more time. Let's get him on pit road.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking
NASCAR has
Christ.
called the 42 back in. Clearly that's not going to work.
Oh,
There it
God.
goes again.
We didn't do anything different. You know, we put the same Barabon on there that didn't work the time before.
Until I know you're frustrated. Don't take it out on them. They're trying.
Granted, we don't usually race when it's this cold, so some things act differently or they don't react at all, which is the case with the Barabon.
And I think the Barabon on the racetrack has caused NASCAR to
They just going to cut it off?
bring the
There we go.
caution back out or postpone the restart here. There's the culprit, Steve Malazzi.
He wanted no part of that Barabon, did he?
I'm out of here. I think he's beginning to think he wishes it out back. Got one to go again.
Warming up their tires.
I guess they just don't care about that piece of debris.
Every aspect of the game. We've seen a little bit of a hitch in Majeski's restarting.
Most of his restarts,
Yeah.
right?
Had a couple good ones, but
Remember the initial start of the race, Eckes grabbed the
We're gonna
lead
have
from the
3 laps to
outside
go when we go back green.
from Majeski.
Let's restart. Lost that second spot to Nick Sanchez.
it's going to be 3 to go.
Chester, it's going to be 3 to go.
After the great start, Sanchez has been outside the top 15 the last 3 races. He needs a good run here to get back on track.
In a great position to do so. Tyler Ankrum continuing his strong season.
Alrighty.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Will this be
3
the
to
last
go.
restart of the night? Christian Eckes, Nick Sanchez. Eckes every single time. Unbelievable on the reaction time on his restarts as they battle right behind him. The 98, Majeski trying to hang on. Not good enough. Eckes with the edge.
Coming to 2 to go.
Majeski comes back through turn 3, turn 4. They're battling. They're rubbing on
2
each
laps
other.
to
Right
go.
behind them, the 77 and Chase Purdy trying to get that 3rd spot.
Great move by Chase Purdy in the 77. Raj on the 71, right behind him, side by side with Ankrum.
And we are coming to the white flag.
We have yet to have a repeat winner this season.
White flag is in the air one more time around at Martinsville.
1 lap to go. 1 and 2 races ago at Bristol, the first short track race of the season. Here at Martinsville,
And it's going to be Christian Eckes.
he's led the most laps tonight.
Christian Eckes comes around, and he is going to win at Martinsville.
Perfect night it was. Eckes gets it done. He'll take on the grandfather flag at Martinsville.
Christian Eckes. Dominant night tonight by him, and then he had to race back. So he had a great night. And someone's around.
Great effort by him. Hearing a little contact, Stuart Friesen just dumped the 56 is what it looked like. Celebration on pit road. What a night it was for that team. Chase Purdy, the 77. What an effort for them. They needed that. Nick Sanchez ends up 4th. Tyler Ankrum, top 5 for him. It's the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, so we had 39 total minutes of green flag racing in 1 hour and 52 minutes. So.
And that's what victory feels like. Swept the whole race.
Max points in both stages and gets the win. You don't see that happen too often. It's just how dominant.
Most people didn't think that was possible to win that second stage. Have the strategy to pin after the end of the second stage, but that truck was strong enough to pull it off.
It's a lot of confidence by the crew chief, isn't it? With his driver and the team and the truck they put together.
McAnally Hilgeman Racing, what a place, what a home it's been for Christian Eckes since coming over there the start of 2023. His 6th win with them. They built this team around him.
We talked top of the show, the most wins since the beginning of last season with 5. Now let's make it 6.
Not unscathed, no doubt. All 4 corners, well, maybe 3 corners of that truck with some damage.
It's one of the straighter ones we'll have tonight.
Yes, no doubt.
There's Eckes.
Christian Eckes pumping the fist for those fans that stuck it out in this cold weather tonight. It was nice and toasty in that truck. Picks up the checkered flag. First repeat winner of the season. Pitted 1 time tonight. They stuck with that strategy. 6th career win for McAnally Hilgeman Racing. Well, Josh, he's with you.
Well, Christian Eckes puts together a complete race out here tonight. 2nd short track win in a row. What can you say right now about what you and this 19 team are putting together?
Something really special. Yeah, it hasn't been an easy regular season so far, to say the least. And we came here, and we weren't that great last year. We finished like maybe a 6th place truck, and we worked really hard on it. And here we are in victory lane. So just super proud of this entire team. And huge thanks to Adaptive One Caliper, Napa Auto Care, Gates Hydraulics, all of our partners, Chevrolet. It's a good day to be in victory lane. Can't wait for that clock.
Christian Eckes, your winner at Martinsville.
Ty Majeski was able to lead 66 laps of this race, but climbed out of the truck. There was a scratch of the head. Ultimately wasn't enough to hold on to it. What work needs to be done?
Yeah, we came here with a little bit of a different setup. Stepped outside our comfort zone a little bit. Trying to try something for the playoffs. That's the one that matters. So
I think we've gotten better. The 19 was stout tonight. He was just a little bit better than us. And he had better tires.
Oh shit! Timmy Hill is pissed at Stuart Friesen.
So gotta go to do some homework on that and get a little bit better here for the fall. But I think we left here with the points lead today. So really solid day.
Reaming him out over there.
I won that grandfather clock, but super proud.
But yeah,
98 soda
that's where I'm going to
team.
end this.
We've been working hard at getting our trucks better. And, yeah, just a little bit short tonight.
Certainly something
Gonna
to
end this bitch right here.
Thank you,
This
Jamie. And you saw some
fucking
heated
stream.
words between Timmy Hill and Stuart Friesen. We saw
yeah.
them get together at the end.
I'm
of the
gonna
race.
literally be live in just a few minutes, like
Frustration
probably
at short
10,
track
15
racing. We
minutes.
talked about
So
the aggression,
yeah,
the emotion
for
under
the Suns.
lights, just
So
adds
yeah,
a little
and then I'll be
extra
live
fuel
for the
all the way down to
Xfinity
the
race
end.
tomorrow night and the Cups on Sunday. So yeah, I want to thank you bitches